A decision around Arne Slot's future at Liverpool Football Club is expected anytime now. What is next for the Dutch manager? Will he stay? Will he go? Time will tell. Steven Gerrard is apparently ready and waiting to become interim manager should Xabi Alonso not be willing to take the job straight away. And we also discuss whether or not the Spaniard is the right man for the job in the next phase of Liverpool Football Club. People, it's the Monday Night Live show. Probably a bit of a therapy session today. Sit back, relax. Let's get into this.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
Being free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, be the best, we come again. Kop-ish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up and all the fast match up and real rap and drifty go tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish, this is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, be the best, come again. This is that, this is Kopish, this is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Are you fed up of spending over £100 just for a football jersey? Well, so am I. So why not check out okjersey.com? Right, people, you can pay £15. That's right, £15 and grab yourself a Liverpool jersey. 1-5, not 50, 1-5. All you have to do to get a further 8% off as well is use the promo code Kopish, Kopish, people. Check out OK Jersey right now. And look, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Ladies, if you want to get in your man's good books, some football shirts is a good way of doing that. Gents, maybe you even want to get your wifey one. Check out okjersey.com. Check it out now. Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to the Monday Night Live show. Please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Matt Drift, how are you doing this Monday evening?
Oh, sir, I just realized we all just switched around. That threw me off.
Oh, yeah, for real. Same old, innit? It's either we lose or we draw.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Tom Little. He revealed a stat today that even though we've been on our unbeaten run, this is now the longest run we've had at Liverpool without a win because of the loss to Bournemouth.
We haven't won a game this year in the Prem.
Not this calendar year, no.
We've only won 5 games since September. In the Prem. We could go the whole of January without a win. But we're Liverpool Football Club. We've got aspirations. Don't know what they are right now, but yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know how much you lot were aware, but yesterday while I was live for my roundup show, my weekend roundup show, the chat was like, yo, check the thing, Drift. So I checked it. And it was the indie saying we're going to wake up this morning to something breaking that's from talks that have happened behind the scenes. So we all started speculating. And you know, them was just like, you get carried away in the moment. Ha, 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 ha. He's gone. Yes, we're going to wake up. Rah, rah, rah. But I said to everyone, let's chill it, though. We know what our ownership's like. And I was kind of saying it a bit tongue-in-cheek because I was thinking, no, this must be true. Dave OC was talking about Indy I was like, there's got to be truth in this. This can't just be bullshit. We're going to wake up. We're going to find out something. He's gone. It's got to be that. He just lost to Bournemouth. Like, we're seeing the situation. Carrick, the new vibe at Man United. Man United and Chelsea now looking like they'll finish above us in the league, which means we won't get Champions League football. Financial implications come from that. All that kind of stuff. So I was like, nah, surely, common sense. Never underestimate this pussy old ownership. Never. Never underestimate. They're not getting rid of him. They're not getting rid of him. They are not getting rid of him. And I was the most loyal to Slot out of most people in our world, right? I'll say there's only a few people left on the train. Big up Soren, he's one of them. Like, there's very few people left on the train. And I took the longest, I think, out of most of our community to be like, I've had enough now. So I know with my level of patience shown, if I've cracked now, how can the ownership not have cracked? Because it's hurting their pocket. I'm just a fan. As an ownership group, their pocket is about to be hurt. So how on earth can they still be in the situation now where they're like, nah, it's all right. Let's keep him. With a ready-made manager there. Someone who we wanted before Slot. Ready there, sitting and waiting. It ain't like we've got to sack him and then we've got to give the job to Van Bronckhorst, which, by the way, might even be better than what Slot's doing. But it ain't like we've got to do that. We're in a situation where we've got the man right there, waiting. And the crazy thing is, I used to think Kyle was crazy to say bringing Gerrard because I thought he was just being, I love Gerrard, I want him to be a manager. But when you actually think about what
Love Gerrard as a Liverpool legend. Can we just caveat that? Love Gerrard as a
Liverpool
Liverpool
of course,
legend.
yeah, we all know. But I think that's the reason why most of us don't want him to get the job done because we're worried about what it might do to the way we look at him. But again, you're looking at it from the positive point of view. What if he does well? It will elevate him. I hear that. But if you go and look at what Carrick has done at Man United, what that has done is reminded everyone of a basic principle in football, which is called keeping the people happy at the club. And happiness brings confidence, and confidence can just boost, even if it's just for 10, 15 games. And in the long run, it don't work. We saw with Solskjaer. Shouldn't have given it to him long term. But that immediate little boost that it gave got Man United back on track. So even if that's all Gerrard does, it might get us about 10 more points than what we will do under Slot, which could help get top 4 or top 5, which is really important at this point. So at this point, I'm looking at it, I'm like, how can it be any worse to let Gerrard just finish the season than what Slot is doing? Because Slot cannot do any worse. Like to be honest with you, the only thing I think Slot can do worse now is to actually go on a losing streak again. Remember, I'm using the word again, you know. The man went on, was it 6 games in a row he lost earlier on in the season? So the only way he can get worse is if he's done that again. The man's gone on a prolific losing run. He's gone on a prolific drawing run. The only thing he can do worse now is go back to a prolific losing run. And I wouldn't even put it past that being a possibility. So what would be the worst than bringing Gerrard in right now, on a real? So I'm just so confused on every level as to what the ownership are doing at the moment. Every level is confusing me. Seriously, so...
Slot lost 9 games. Or Liverpool lost 9 out of 12. And we didn't sack him. So the news that you thought you was going to hear this morning didn't even bat an eyelid. Because if you're not going to sack him after 9 losses out of 12, you're never going to sack him. In my opinion, Liverpool have written off the season. Like the hierarchy have said, you know what, we'll take a hit on this one. He probably will get removed at the end of the season, but there's too much damage. And one thing that baffles me is if you're going to bring in Alonso or whoever it is in the summer, you should have done it now. There's a World Cup. There'll be no preseason. So this will be the manager's preseason now. If he's to get in Alonso, Gerrard, whoever it is, they could do their preseason, learn on the job now so they get ready for next season. I just think the writing is not on the wall yet, which I can't believe what I'm saying. How can the writing not be on the wall? Like, Man United have got in Carrick, bring back to basics, feel good factor. Chelsea, Liam Rossigna, again, back to basics, feel good factor. They're now teams that we have to worry about. They are now teams that if we don't pick up form, and I'm talking Newcastle, we will end up finishing in 6th or 7th. That is the reality for Liverpool right now. Not as great as the players are, these players' performances coincide with the manager and what he wants them to do. The players aren't blameless. Slot didn't tell VVD to try and do a Trevella clearance. He didn't tell VVD to flip in play an offside trap when everyone else, or sorry, to not play the offside trap when everyone else played an offside trap. He didn't tell Wirtz to misplace a pass and play it at the stadium. But what's happened is that the morale in the group is so low that any team that we go up against, if they show a bit of fight, they normally win the game. And what happened in that game was Bournemouth showed fight, Liverpool crumbled. Again, you can't really even blame Arne Slot for the defending for the final goal. That was just, do you want it enough? Do you want to clear the ball? We didn't. That's down to the players. The players seem like they're not willing to fight for everything, and they should be doing that anyway. But it's the tone that's the manager set at the club. It's a disgrace. It's that simple. It's a disgrace.
Drift, not even trying to draw you out here, but previously, before you said that you thought it was around 50-50 in terms of blame percentage for the players at one stage, then you swung it to say it was 60-40 towards Slot. Do you still subscribe to that notion, or do you think there is a heavier weighted blame on one side or another?
It's a stranger, you know, bro, because I'll probably still say I'm 60-40 in terms of who's to blame, but I will say 40% of that blame that goes on the players. I don't know if this is going to make sense. I'm starting to realize about 70% of that blame is now from the manager. So I'm like, I'm doing bare fractions and trying to figure out, because let me try and explain what I mean.
Effectively 80-20 you've probably swung to then.
Well, here's the thing. I'm looking at the motivation of the players. I'm looking at what's happening on the field, and I'm starting to realize that even though they're responsible, there's provocation, and the provocation is the system, the tactics, the manager, the feeling of the club. So it's almost like they should take responsibility as men, but I see why they're not. Am I making sense? So it's like, I'm looking at Virgil, for example. You see the third goal, the goal that won the game for Bournemouth. A motivated Virgil under Klopp isn't pushed off the ball that easy. So strong in that moment. He's so determined in that moment. He gets the ball. So even though he has to take responsibility for being weak in that moment, I feel his weakness is his environment. I feel like he's a product of his environment now. So I'm struggling whether to know how much blame I now put on a player who is being a product of his... Do you get what I mean? You know, it's that age-old addict. Why did you rob that old lady? I couldn't feed my family that night. But you know it's wrong to rob that old lady, right?
I've never heard that adage. I've never heard that adage before.
Drift, does this coincide with a story at the
Is this a supermarket story? I didn't realize it evolved into robbery, bro.
Guys, I'm giving you an example of a hood story whereby
Drift robbed the old lady.
I don't even know if this happens in the hood.
Remember, all she said is, "Excuse me."
Happens in the hood. What are we talking about?
Excuse me, can you get something off the top shelf?
There's still morals in the
Anyway,
hood.
can we stay? Can we stay on point?
Give me the money. I would give you the money.
Can we stay on point, guys? The person who robbed the old lady will give you the excuse it's a product of his environment why he's had to do that. He has to take responsibility that no, you can't make excuses for your actions. But if you look at it from an empathetic point of view, you also understand you don't know what it's like when your family haven't eaten. Maybe that's the reason why he did it. So I'm saying the players have to take responsibility for what they've done, but I can empathize with the reasoning as to why they are behaving this way. It's not right, and they still have to take responsibility, but it is the environment. So that's why I'm saying I'm still 60-40, but I believe that a large part of the 40% that's on the players is being caused by management.
See,
I know that was a long-winded way to explain.
No. I hear what you're saying.
I know what you mean, though.
I disagree with the percentages, though, Drift, and I'll tell you why. And I'm surprised you've left this out. The hierarchy have to now be a part of this percentage as well. They have to be.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm probably going 40-40-20 now. 40% manager, 40% owners, and hierarchy, and 20% players. Because Slot can't sack himself. So for me now, this has gone from let's see how this goes to purely just arrogance now. Because if you're sitting there going, well, Man United are looking a bit crap, they probably won't pass us. Chelsea looking a bit inconsistent, they won't pass us. What's happened now? They've passed us. And look, the season isn't finished. There's still 15 goals to go. There's still twists and turns. But this notion that we just sit there and do nothing about it and hope it fixes itself is absolutely insane to me. So, Matt, I'll ask you. The owners deciding to stick and not twist earlier, do you think that's potentially really put our season in a desperate situation?
They should have made that decision a lot earlier. The only reason you're thinking maybe they didn't, because maybe there wasn't any candidate that was available who they were looking at. Now he is available. He still ain't done nothing. But in my opinion, they left it too late. I understand that people are always going to have faith in the manager who won you a league. There's nothing wrong in doing that because you've got evidence to obviously, base your statement or your expectations on. The problem is, though, is that whenever people keep saying he won the league last year, that was last year. Things in life change within a couple of days, let alone a season of football. We should have acted a lot quicker. And what Liverpool have done now is they put us in a really bad way, because you got Man United and Chelsea that are literally ahead of us now. We're not in form. Flipping Man United have just beaten Manchester City and Arsenal. And you never guess what? They actually deserve to win both those games. It wasn't a fluke. They deserve to win. Chelsea deserve to win their games as well. Right now, that unbeaten streak was saving his job. But what annoyed a lot of the fans, or the online fans, including myself, was go look at the underlying metrics of that unbeaten record that we had. We drew 4 out of our last 5 games. Now, one of them is a loss. It was not good enough. We are Liverpool Football Club. We understand that we can't win a title this year. But if you would have sacked the manager earlier on, we maybe could have got a second or a third. Do you know how bad it is, yeah? That I look at my team now and I don't have any confidence going into any game, where we could be 2-0 up. We could be 2-0 up, and I'm still worried that if the other team get 1 goal, I know what's going to happen here. I'm worried. I'm concerned. There's so much concern around the Liverpool fan base, yeah? How can the owners be okay with this? But do you want to know why, though? Because ultimately, it hasn't got to that point where people are boycotting games. We still got a full stadium. People still buy merch, all them things there. So unless those things were to change, like loud boos, like in the new camp or flipping the Real Madrid stadium with like the white handkerchiefs, like it would have to be something extreme, I feel, for the ownership to go, well, maybe we've got a problem here. But hold on a minute, we had a problem when we lost 9 games out of 12 and we couldn't buy a win. But because we had a couple of wins and bare draws, the ownership thought, well, okay, he steadied the ship. Yeah. And he was asked about that in his press conference about steadying the ship. Brother, you spent 450 mil and you're talking about steadying the ship. I'm sorry.
We should have a new ship. Forget about steadying the old ship. We should have a new ship.
450 million pounds spent. And one thing I will say is this year, I understand bringing in new players is never going to be easy. But you know where the manager went wrong? It wasn't the new players. It's telling the old players and the new players, I'm doing something completely different this year. I didn't like the way how we won the league last year. I want to win the league in my image. I don't want people to keep mentioning Jurgen Klopp. This is my team. This is how I want people to remember how we won it. And you never guess what? As much as I can't stand this person, punditry wise, Carragher, if you're watching, good, amazing player, but punditry, Carragher can go a bit personal. But one thing I will agree with Carragher is he called it out from the first game. Yeah. He said, brother, how did you get counters when you've got why did you have 11 players in the box? Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but Carragher saw it. And Arne Slot tried to kind of talk to him as if to say, nah, you're chatting rubbish. You don't know what we're trying to do. Lo and behold, Carragher's a defender before anything. He understands what you're trying to do there is you're going to get caught. Teams are going to catch you out. And that's exactly what's happened throughout the season. They know exactly how we play. We do exactly the same thing over and over again. There's no variations. There's no patterns. And the last thing I'm going to say is when a manager keeps telling the world what our weaknesses are, what type of manager is that? Why is it every press conference?
To the point where one of the ex-professional players comes out and says, stop doing it.
Why does the coach keep telling the world that we're not good against low blocks?
No, he's not telling them we're not good at it, Matt. He's asking them to stop doing it.
Drift, you know what he said? Real football is a game against PSG. He goes, teams that play like PSG.
Imagine, Matt, me and you were about to have a scrap. And I said, you know what, Matt, I know we don't like each other. I beg you don't hit me with your left hand, though. He'd be like, say that again? We'll fight, but just don't hit me with that left hand.
For real.
I don't like it when you hit me in the face with your left hand. Please don't.
We used to do that back in the day. Do you remember when we used to play fight as kids and we'd have boxing gloves and you'd be like, no hitting in the face though, yeah? Be like, and it would just be body shots. Remember when you'd be ramping with your brethren? It's like that. He's almost like, I don't want you to knock me out. Just body punches, yeah?
But the difference is though, this is in a professional setting. So this will be now, Drift, you're right, but this would be like professional settings. We're about to have like a professional boxing match,
Yeah,
and we're having a
yeah.
talk before the boxing.
So basically, Arne Slot wants the Jake Paul scenario.
Yeah,
He just
basically.
wants the exhibition.
Yeah,
He wants every match to just be an exhibition. He don't actually want it to be for points or thingy. He just wants it to be an exhibition.
Bruv, how can a manager tell the other teams how they should play? Have you ever heard that before in your entire life? He goes, playing, I'm paraphrasing kind of thing, but he basically said like this low block thing, like, you know, I know it's part of football, but you know, it's something that we don't like, and you know, we prefer to play, you know, an open game of football and X, Y, and Z, like, and it keeps name dropping PSG. Brother, teams are allowed to play how they like. They are supposed to stop Liverpool. If you keep telling everyone to play a low block, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna play a low block. But this manager keeps thinking that if he keeps telling everyone they're not gonna do it, Drift, they're gonna go, do you know what? I'll allow Slot this time, and we won't do low block. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So Matt, here's the wickedest thing, my bro. Here's the craziest thing. What was our latest defeat?
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth didn't low block.
I know.
So what's the pussy's excuse now?
They didn't, to be fair. They didn't.
Bro,
they didn't.
What's his excuse now, bro? Because they didn't low block.
There were moments, but not. I wouldn't say Bournemouth were a low blocking team. There was only moments, so you're right. They're not a low blocking team.
They played against us, bro. They played against.
They played
us,
football, bro.
They played football against us, bro.
Oh
yeah,
and
with the conditions. Yeah, it was there. Oh man
said, yeah, the conditions are, you know, I understand Virgil. Yeah, he's not wrong in what he's saying. The conditions were a bit tough. Firstly, was you on the pitch? Or was you just stand?
You know what's crazy, bro? We've actually got. Let me play some of his interview. Let me play some of his post-match interview.
Peter, make me come out I rain. Peter, come out I rain. You see that get bad. Peter, we are going to block down. Peter, you're nearly dead.
It's understandable. That was treacherous conditions. I get it.
I hear it.
That was treacherous. Still, I understand.
You know what makes it worse? Virgil mentioned the conditions, and if I'm the manager, I'm saying Virgil couldn't think what he wants about the conditions, but he knows he made a mistake. You know, Virgil just has to just hold that one.
Say it. He probably told him to say it, bro.
And the manager probably went, "Yeah, it's a line of stories, bro. What the hell are we doing here? You're blaming the weather." Drift, did you see the one where
he's weakening our captain's mentality?
Did you see? You know that for the first goal where Virgil tried to clear it with the outside of, he tried to Trivela with the outside of his right foot. Virgil tried to say
in the park with his kid.
Virgil tried to say it was the wind.
Yeah, I know.
What? Oh, you haven't heard what Virgil said?
The conditions added to misjudgment of stuff like the mistake he made.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, there's truth in it, but we don't give a shit.
But I don't give a damn.
I've played in the wind and the rain. It does affect it, but the other team are playing it as well, so you can't
exactly. You should not. Drift, you're right. Yes, there's conditions, but don't mention.
I got the ball before it went off and cut it back for the goal.
Yeah, the conditions could have affected. The conditions could have affected his foot placement. He was able to stop.
You know they spoke to him, and you know what he said? He said he was very surprised the opportunity presented itself, but that's what happens when you anticipate and you keep going until the end. So he didn't even think Virgil was going to give him the opportunity, but he gambled. Virgil did, and then he was then able to capitalize on it. So
let me get something straight. Wait. So what Virgil's saying is he didn't get Gomez injured, and neither did Ali. The root cause of it was the wind. That's what Virgil's saying.
Do you know
that's how Joey got injured? The wind.
All Virgil had to do was go, apologies, that wasn't my best performance today. I was at fault for the first goal.
Facts.
And I was playing everyone on in the second.
I take responsibility.
I do better going forward. No one would have said anything.
He probably did it. He infiltrated his mentality.
Because of him, Gomez is injured.
He did the same.
I don't like putting blame, but the reality is because of Virgil's massive misjudgment, everything else was just...
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like when you see that accident that happens on the motorway where the person who caused it manages to get away, but then there's a pile up afterwards. It's still your fault. It doesn't matter whether you got hurt or not. You caused it.
The only
and
centre
Ali could
back,
have got injured in that moment as well. It ain't like Ali don't get injured a lot. Imagine if
he
we'd have lost
need
Ali
Gomez
and
he need Gomez into the ribs, innit? And that could have been a horrible, even worse. We don't know how long Gomez is out for. And then,
100%.
listen, you see when we said we don't want to see Endo at centre back. Oh my, bro! Can I be real? Let's just if I see Endo at centre back, I'll just say let's just call it a day. Like, bro,
I don't
Endo
mind
was
it against Karabag, but it can't
No.
happen against
Drift.
Newcastle.
I'd rather Gravenberg. I can't even lie, Drift.
No,
I
I
feel
hear
more
what you're
secure.
saying, but like I think a home game against Karabag, Endo's good enough to be able to play centre
Drift,
back.
I'm not too sure, you know, bro.
Karabag are no pushovers, you know.
Yeah, but Cal, man, we're at home, man. We got to beat them, man. Regardless of whether
No,
Endo's
I believe
playing
we'll
or
beat
not.
them, but playing Endo at centre back ain't the move.
I don't think Endo at centre back against Karabag is a bad idea. I really don't.
No,
I
Endo
don't
at centre
even
back
think he was
doesn't.
bad when he came on.
Nah,
He weren't
Drift,
bad
he was
against
off
Bournemouth.
balance a lot, bro. He was.
It
didn't look
changes
good.
the whole team dynamic.
Because
It
they
does,
get worried. He's the trigger.
don't know,
So you know when
man.
Endo's
I
got the
don't
ball, it triggers the press. And because Endo, he got good passing, but you know if he has to carry the ball, like try and beat a person, which he can every now and again, but not the most
But
competent.
he keeps it simple though for me.
I'd rather Grav, and I don't even want to see Grav. I feel more secure with Grav at the back with Virgil. That's just my take.
I don't trust Grav in the air. So
No,
when he
I
plays
trust-
centre back, I get worried. If Karabag
Bro.
start crossing the ball in, then Gravenberch is a liability.
Bruv, Endo is, I'm telling you, bro.
At least Endo goes up for headers, bro.
and loses 90% of them.
Nah, he doesn't lose that many, bro.
Bro,
That's
don't
very-
just
that's
think because
very
he's
hard, bro. He
Dude,
doesn't
don't
lose
think because
that.
he's aggressive and he will
No, I know
try.
he's short and he'll miss out.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's not that bad at headering, bro. He's not that bad. Remember, we're talking about a guy who's played like 200 games at centre back.
All
in
right,
his
quick
career.
question.
Like,
Someone
he's
said
not-
it in the chat. Not even a question, but it's more of a statement. Obviously, let's say Gomez isn't back, and let's say obviously Ibu still isn't back as well. Who would you rather play at centre back going up against Watermaid if they start in, bro? Endo or Grav?
No, against Watermade, I think Endo's too short. That's when I agree that it would be a problem. Yeah. But the thing is, Gravenberch is going to get beaten in the air anyway, bro. So it
No,
doesn't
but at
make
least his
sense.
height will cause more problems. Doesn't necessarily have to win header, but just be annoying, innit? Just be annoying as a centre back.
The point is that Virgil caused it in terms of the Gomez injury, didn't take responsibility. Then after the game, Slot doesn't take responsibility. And I'm not going to lie, I just don't like the idea of, again, I'll use an example. You know, like where you will see kids and they're acting up and you keep wondering why they're acting up. Now, what is wrong with this damn kid? And then there's a parents' meeting and you see the parents, you're like, that's why the kid's acting up. Look how much his parents are dickheads. That's why the parent is like that. Why the kid's like that. This is what is starting to happen with the players now. Because of the way Slot's being, you can actually see the players now are starting to act and do things reflective of the ownership. Maybe because they feel like they can get away with it, or maybe he's convinced them it's right. I don't know. But whatever the reason is, nobody really seems to be. Do you remember how much outrage there was when Jones came out and said, we need to man up? Everyone was so shocked. It was like, why are you shocked?
Yeah.
He's just telling the truth. But it's because we haven't been used to being told the truth now, because everything has been about listen to what Slot says, and Slot is just gaslighting everybody and whatnot. So, yeah, to be honest with you, man, it's one of them. It's just one of them things, man. I don't know. It's a weird one, but at the end of the day, bro, it's not going to stop unless the manager leaves, because he's the one who's giving us this like weird. It's okay to make excuses. It's okay to underperform. It's okay to not make as much effort attitude. You know what I mean? And all somebody else who comes in will do is go, well, straight away, we're going to work hard. So that ain't, that's not on anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like straight away. And if they work harder, you get better results.
Just one question for you both. The game at the weekend, we're drawing the game. Previous to that, Fulham were winning the game, etc. Burnley were winning the game. What do the players need to start doing, regardless of coach? What do the players need to start doing to making sure this stops happening? Because it's now become a habit that we're losing goal leads or we're having to chase games. It's kind of no in between.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but I would probably say stop listening to him.
Yeah, Cal, do you want to take? Yeah, go, bro.
Yeah, I was good.
Yeah, come back. Yeah,
take 5.
Yeah. Because I know you got a mad headache.
Yeah, Matt, I don't know if you agree with me, bro, but just stop listening to him, bro. And you know what? If it becomes a thing, he'll get sacked quicker. Right, he's lost the dressing room. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, just stop listening to him. And I don't mean that in everything. I just mean if he says pass out from the back and we're 20 minutes into a game, we've realized we've nearly conceded a goal because we're getting pressed and we can't pass out, go long. Don't listen to him and keep doing it and then concede a goal. Go long. Don't listen to what he's telling you, bro.
I hear what you're saying. I also feel like as well, though, I know the manager must have pissed them off to the point where, like you said, it's having an effect. But they also have to remember they're not just playing for the coach, they're playing for the fans, they're playing for their families. Like, they already know that, but I sometimes question whether they're giving it their all when the going gets really tough. And even though I blame Arne Slot for a lot of this mess, they're still athletes, they're still men, they know how to battle. I feel like they're letting themselves down, because for me, that last goal that Bournemouth scored, in a way, had nothing to do with Slot. That was just to do with the men that were in the box. Defend with your lives, bro. You put everything on the line, and we need to see more of that. You know, like when someone's like not running through, but like, I want to see more slide challenges. I want to see Liverpool get more stuck in, be more aggressive. And I guess that kind of goes to what you're saying, because I don't feel that we're an aggressive team, bro. We're a very passive team. We're too nice. Possession, lose the ball, and then what we'll do is we'll try and get an interception. Bro, I want to see Liverpool go hard sometimes. Pause. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, go and, I don't mean clean someone up, but be aggressive when you haven't got the ball. We're not aggressive, bro. You know what our press is now?
How long have I been saying this, bro? I've been saying this for time, G.
But this only, in my opinion, has crept in under Arne Slot's leadership. It wasn't like that with Klopp. I'm not saying we were the most ruthless, but Klopp was, because Klopp is dare I say, like a passion merchant. Bro, you know, if they don't slide challenge, Klopp goes mad on the touchline, you know. Arne Slot doesn't do anything. He doesn't even react. He just...
What it is, bro, under Klopp, we were too nice. I always said we're too nice. Yeah, but we always used to finish top of that fair play list.
Oh,
I used to hate it, bro. We were too nice. We never used to like do that kind of like, you know, like before a game, charged up in the tunnel, you can feel the tension. We would all be handshaking and shit.
But we weren't like that. But you see, our gegenpress compensated.
We're aggressive in the way because that's what I was going to say. So under Klopp, we were too nice, but we were still aggressive.
Yes.
But under Slot, we become too nice and we're soft. So it's like, well, you can't do both. You know what I mean? Because then all you're doing is just being Mr. Nice Guy. And I think all the men in the chat will know straight away. The gal don't want Mr. Nice, man. You don't, like, let's keep it a buck, bruv. That's a fallacy that's been sold for years, bruv. Nice guys don't get gal.
Nice guys.
When was the last time you met a guy that was a really nice, genuine guy, pushover, and got gal? No, but you don't get gal like that.
There's a difference between you can be nice and you're a nice guy.
Exactly.
You get what I'm trying to say, man, them in the chat. What means if I say it? No one's saying being a dickhead.
If you let everybody get away with everything, you look weak.
Yeah, 100.
And that's the one thing that women don't want. They don't want weakness. So you can be a nice guy in terms of like, you treat your woman well, you treat your parents well, the people around you know you're a good person, but you're not weak. Like you said, a nice guy to put like, oh yeah, you can have that. Oh yeah, you can. And you're pushover. Everyone gets whatever. You can't do that. You can't be that. And that's what we're being in the football term. We're just being the team that let everybody get away with anything. We don't moan at the refs. We don't complain when decisions don't go away. We don't go in hard for tackles. We don't bitch afterwards. We don't, you know what I mean? We don't do anything. We're not even aggressive in the way we press. We don't do, everything is just too nice.
We don't even press. We don't press.
Crazy. It's absolutely
the presses, the supposed presses. Soboslai runs, especially in the Bournemouth game. Soboslai was the first person to run and press. He looks around to see if anyone else is going to help him. And I just see Soboslai chasing around 4 different players. That's our press.
Yeah.
I promise you that's our press, bro.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy as well, yeah? Big up Gossiper. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, Jiff, if it was up to you, we'd still have players here from 2014. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is why I adored the Milners, the Hendos.
No, but there's nothing wrong with that though.
That why I don't want Robbo to leave, because they're the only people in this team that have that. No, I'm not having it attitude. We don't have it anymore, bro.
Yeah, you need what it is.
Millie and Hendo in there to be like, no, hold on, what's going on here, bro?
You need a mix and blend of their madman, like, because Milner's kind of a madman, you know. Milner don't
Bro,
take
he slapped
no
our own
nonsense.
player, and do you want to know what? When Virgil let that goal in, he needed a box, bro.
Yeah.
He needed Millie to just box and be like, what
Have you
doing,
seen that
bro?
clip? Have you seen the clip where Milner has a massive go at Virgil? I can't remember what year.
He's the only man I've ever seen bad Virgil up.
And you just see Virgil like, I hear you.
Yeah,
but you know what it is?
He was the only man I've ever seen bad him up, bro.
Yeah, he's got that. Milner's got that authoritativeness where, like, he can step to man and be like, yo, are you stupid? I'll punch you in your face. That's Milner, innit? If Virgil make a mistake now, who's questioning Virgil, bro?
No one.
Genuine question. If you had to pick anyone, do you know the only person that will question his authority? And I don't think they'll question it. They might talk to him. It probably is Robbo. There's no one else in that whole team.
Yeah,
as much as, you know, I respect Ibu and what he does, I don't see Ibu does that. Oh, I can't believe it. But he won't say nothing. He won't say nothing to Virg.
No, Ibu can't say anything to Virgil. He knows the hierarchy. He knows.
Frimpong's just got here. No, he's not even that type. You know, Frimpong would just make jokes anyway.
Do you know, Gusta's got a point. Jones might have a go at him. I don't think Jones would cower away from a confrontation.
Jones? Would Jones?
I don't think he would cower away. I don't think he would.
I feel like Jones would. Hold on. So my brother just said breaking news, but I don't know if he's capping. And then I'll see someone to say Ben Jacobs. What's the breaking news?
Ben Jacobs on Twitter, or
I don't know. So I just saw Ben Jacobs in the chat, so I'm thinking are the two aligned. I bet my brother's trolling, but he put breaking news twice, and he knows I'm live. Jay, this better be good.
I'm looking at it now.
Now you see when I see my brother, yeah, I swear I'm gonna punch him.
What is he actually trolling?
Do you know what he just said? Breaking news. Gakpo was seen having dinner with Slot and his family.
No, that was out of order, Josh. I'm not gonna lie. That was out of order, bro.
Man put breaking news twice for that.
That was out of order.
Josh. When I see you, you're getting punch up.
Have you? But speaking of that, just while we're on the subject, yeah. Have you seen that tweet that's going around? That's fucking hilarious. I can't remember who put it out. By the way,
it was me. It was me.
No. Your one killed me. Not the Jamaican one. That one had me. The other one where it says, if Slot was allowed to ever build his all-time 11, and it's got the FIFA cards, and it's got Maradona rep. Gakpo's left wing, bro. When I saw that, I was like, nah, Slot is getting it from all sides of the internet, bro. It's crazy, bro. How can you have a team and it's got all Maradona and Pele and Maldini and all them on it, and Gakpo's still left wing, bro? When I saw that, I was like, yeah, the world knows. Everyone's catching on, bro. Everyone's catching on. This Cody love is crazy. Man. It's actually crazy. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I look at the situation.
Let me double check the Ben Jacobs thing. Is to see if there's anything. No, there isn't. There isn't anything from Ben Jacobs. No. Someone did say Ben Jacobs, but there's nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there. Brother, so Anfield sector. All right, let me check quickly before we move on to the next topic. Anfield sector. Has he said anything? Oh shoot. Okay. All right. This is the truth. Ben Jacobs on Arne Slot. Liverpool. Oh my God, I can't believe what I'm reading. I just feel like why would you not tell me this 3 minutes ago? I can't believe what I'm reading, Drift. Liverpool retain the backing of Arne Slot. I think Liverpool's plan is to review things at the end of the season. It would still be a surprise if Liverpool made any kind of mid-season change. Results would have to decline considerably.
Go suck your mother. Me ready for one hour no ramp with me and see me now flush on the face, pussy. Me gotta suck your mama.
You need psychiatric evaluation.
Liverpool haven't had their head turned by the availability of Xabi Alonso. They had him as one of the leading candidates before Slot was appointed, and it's probably is fair to say that if Arne Slot goes at any point, Xabi Alonso will be one of the leading candidates, if not the leading candidate. But Liverpool are not thinking about replacing Slot yet. They want to back him. Xabi Alonso would like to manage in the Premier League.
Matt, you know what? It's got to the point now, yeah? It's got to the point where it wasn't once, it wasn't twice, it wasn't 3 times. Bruv, we found out that your girl's cheated on you 7 times. 7 times, bruv.
And you know what I'm saying?
And now you come to the party and you look
Wait. So you've told me, imagine this, you've told me my missus has cheated on me 7 times. You're like, brother, I know it. And I've gone, nah, do you know what it is, bro? Like basically, like, she's like, I know you're not gonna want to hear this year, but I know she still loves man, innit? Like, I'll speak to her or something. Like,
no, you know, it's me, bruv. It's me. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like, it's in the bedroom, I'm not performing. It's on me. I get it. Like, I've got to do better. She doesn't want to do what she's doing. It's my fault.
That's ultimate cuck behavior. I can't believe it.
What kind of, bruv? I'm not even gonna lie, Matt. You see, if you ever said that to me, yeah, after 7 times.
No, do you know what it's like?
7 times and you found out once. I'm talking about you found out every time and you found out 7 times.
No,
I'm not
Jordan
gonna lie, bruv. I'm punching you up, you know.
No,
At
Jordan
that
is.
moment, bruv, I'm punching you up, bruv, because you need to get whooped.
All right, this is the best way to describe Arne Slot situation. You're just a normal guy. You got your woman. Boom, boom, boom. Your woman, she's a baddest, like. And then one day she turns around, and then after 1 year, she says, "I'm doing OnlyFans." She starts in OnlyFans, and she's going mad. She's doing mad stuff, and you're sitting there, guys. Yeah, but last year she wasn't doing that. I think she'll change. But she's already done the madness.
So we're calling him Arnie 22, basically.
No, it's FSG 22, bro. It's FSG 22 because they're the ones that won't get rid of him. They're the ones
your missus. Yeah, your missus is going mad, yeah, and you're just out here defending her. But she's like every night, she's like, "Babe, I'll be back later." And you know,
by the way, that brother has got zero shame. His brain needs to be studied.
No, but he's just a cuck though, innit? Like he's
no, bro. He even let man physically actually beat him up.
I know. I'll be real. He's got no masculinity.
I'm sorry, his brain.
Not everyone is gonna have like 100% masculinity, but he's got no masculinity. He's got no testosterone. Like I'm wondering whether.
I believe he's a pimp at this stage.
No,
but a pimp don't get beaten up though.
I don't want to say too much, but you see the way how
I don't know what is going on.
Have you ever seen a grown man, or just a man in general, a man, like this is to all men in the chat? Have you ever seen anyone defend a punch like this in your life?
Yeah, I have.
No, I haven't, bro.
No, I have.
This.
Yeah, 100%.
Mad feeble and that.
No, because
when you know that you're overwhelmed, I've seen someone do that.
Like that.
No, a lot of people would, Matt. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people would.
All right, cool. But when I saw him,
he should never have been in there in the first place,
bro.
Shouldn't have been in there.
It was
the
crazy.
The man done.
That's you know what? If I'm being honest with you, that's why I do believe you need some form of faith, because
the man,
if you don't have faith,
broke up his missus and then broke him up.
You'll turn idiot for money, and that's what he's basically done. He's just turned idiot for money, because he wouldn't be doing all this if he wasn't getting money. It's just, you know, them people who actually turn idiot for money. They've got no morals, no principles, no nothing. Like, as long as they get in the bag, they don't even care.
Doing that for money is crazy though, because the thing is, remember, I think he has a podcast. Does he? He have a podcast?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he still has it or not. No,
I don't know.
That's not the worst part. They have a daughter.
What? I didn't know they had a child.
They got a child,
yes.
bro.
That's the worst part of it. And she's young. The daughter might only be like 4 or 5 years old, something like that.
Bro,
that's the worst part, bro. That is the worst part. Crazy.
Yeah, let me stop speaking about it. I didn't know he had a daughter. That kind of changes everything. Let me just stop saying everything no more.
I thought you knew.
I didn't know. I genuinely, hand on heart, on my kids, I did not know.
Yeah, they got.
He had a child. Do you know what? If it was just them two, I would continue cussing. But because he has a child, and if that child was to ever come across this footage, I don't want to be that person to be saying that about someone.
With all due respect, Matt, that child's going to come across their footage way before they find out about Kopish.
No, I know. But I'm
Not
just
only
saying
that, it's not your responsibility. It's the parents. They're the ones.
I know,
actually
but I've
doing
just
it.
got I've got strong morals, and
No, I hear it.
I hear it.
Yeah,
I hear
yeah.
it. I hear it. But
that's
anyway,
mental. Let's get back in. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's get back in the car.
I just feel like those players are going to continue with this lack of application, etc., while he's in charge. And I really don't understand the fact that the ownership at this point. Because here's the thing, Matt. What you were saying before, even though you're bang on the money about that losing streak, even I at that point was like, but it's happened in a short space of time. We're only in November. Like, I can kind of understand why the management's like, no, let him fix it, because he's earned the right to fix it through winning the league and showing he's got good management from before. But now we're at the point where we're basically at February. We're in a new year and things aren't getting better. Now it's gone beyond that now, isn't it? Now it can't be let him. He should have figured it out by now. Like, he should have figured it out. Like, at October, November, I could understand giving him time. Can't be February and he still hasn't figured it out. What we do, that means he doesn't know how to figure it out. Do you get what I mean? You don't get that long to get over it. You get 1 or 2 months. You don't get 5. Yeah, I don't think he knows how to fix it. I don't think he knows how to. I just don't think he knows how to fix it.
Right, let's help these supers before we go on to the next section. Bartha says, our league position has been looking at our performances since December. Looks like our board was expecting Chelsea and United to be crap all season. Facts. Jai says, the humiliation of finishing below United as they emerge to the next era is too much to bear, lads. From champions to clowns in 6 months. That's,
needs to be studied.
Shout out to A Singh says, we need to talk about Hughes. I rate our window 3 out of 10. Okay, that's where I disagree. Because no one ever would have given the window we had in the summer a 3 out of 10.
For me, it was a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason it wasn't a 10 because we didn't get Guehi.
I can't even.
I can't sit here and say. Here's the thing I don't want us to do is lose sight of how we felt in the summer. Everyone was gassing.
We can't.
And I know everyone was annoyed we didn't get Guehi, but for the majority, and I don't want to speak for everyone in the chat, but I just want to say for the majority, it did seem like everyone was gassed. Like I don't want us to just suddenly just turn around and go.
I gave it an 8. I think I gave it.
Yeah.
Dare I say it as well? I don't think there's anything wrong with revisionism, because obviously you can look at things through a different scope. But the reason why I'd never rate that a 3 out of 10 window is because even with the bad season we're having, Frimpong has shown that he can be extremely effective. Kirkes has as well. Isak probably is the only one who hasn't. Leone, in a short time he played, showed it, and Ekitike has shown it as well. So I think it's very disingenuous to be like,
and Verts.
Florian as well. So I think it's
and
unfair.
as well.
Yeah, he said Kirkes.
Yeah.
I think all the new signings apart from Isak have kind of shown at this point. Oh no, they are good.
But dare I say,
remember long term. Sorry, Cal.
Go on. Isak's injury came as a result of him scoring a goal as well from a one-touch finish. So I think it's unfair to say that our window is 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think that's anger from Singh there. I think he's angry, which is understandable, the anger. But 3 out of 10 is way too far though.
Bigger LB, I know what you're saying. You're saying Leone, it's not that though. We saw promise in Leone from when he stepped onto the pitch. So what Cal's saying is, the moment he stepped onto the pitch and we saw what he's capable of, we was all thinking, okay, this is the defender that we got. If he can build on this, he could potentially be, an amazing talent. So yes, we only saw, 80 minutes or whatever, but I don't think anyone sat there and gone, I think we got a dud. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Everyone sat there with confidence.
Completely agree. Shout out to Simba, who says, being put off boiled eggs to remind me of Arne Slot. That's crazy. But LFCJ say, if Cal had a private reg, it would be Cal FSG. All right, cool.
That was a good super chat.
That was. Shout out to Tev says, it pisses me off how we can't sustain 2 or 3 seasons of constant success. As soon as we win something, a big drop off is bound to happen. Wasted another season. That's a massive frustration for me. Massive frustration.
Apart from 2017 to 2020, where I think we did have good performances.
Yeah, I think most Liverpool fans would have been okay Liverpool finishing second, but winning the Champions League. We'll be disappointed we didn't win the Prem, but we would have picked up a Champions League. Like, say, for example, we were challenging, but we just fell a little bit short for whatever reasons, I don't know. But we won the Champs. We're happy with that. We're still happy. We're just a bit annoyed that we didn't win Prem. We already out of a title race from pretty much game week like 10. And Champions League, yes, we've always got a puncher's chance, and our football, even though it's dreadful, does suit the Champions League better. We do have a slight chance, but I would say Liverpool's chance of winning the Champions League is possible. I just don't think it's probable.
I agree with that.
The mentality will be why we won't win it, bro.
Would one of you prefer to read this one out? Because we can't disrespect super chats, but I also don't want to disrespect myself by reading this out either.
I don't know why you hate it so much. Big up Sadiq, man. Happy birthday to Brendan Rodgers, my manager, says Sadiq. Big up.
Do you really hate him that much?
I don't hate him. It's the loss.
It's because he told Gerrard to piss off, innit?
If we'd have got over the line in 13-14, do you think you'd still be angry with him?
We didn't, so I don't know.
No, but I'm trying to figure out if that is what is annoying you, that he didn't win, or whether it's just something else.
If Loris Karius doesn't make those mistakes in Champions League final, do you still like him, Drew?
I don't know if I really liked him before, though.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, what? So you never liked Brendan at all at any point of him being Liverpool manager?
He's just arrogant, man.
Okay, fair enough. I thought the year we nearly won the league, he was quite endearing.
It was the MTV Cribs when he saw the picture. It was the MTV Cribs, innit? When he saw the picture of Brendan of himself on the wall.
So when we signed Joe Allen and he said we got the Welsh Xavi, that's when I said, what?
But it seems like a bit of a theme because a lot of Liverpool managers used to say crazy things like that. Like Gerard Houllier has got maximum respect, and he told us that Letalic was Zidane.
He did.
No. Bruno Shevru.
He told us Igor Bishkan.
He said Bruno Shevru is the left-footed Zinedine Zidane.
Shevru was right-footed.
No, Shevru was left-footed. I'll make a bet with you right now. Right now.
Shevru was left-footed.
No. £100 right now. £100. Wait. £100 right now.
I'm not going to bet you.
I'll bet you food.
That will only bother you, though, man.
When we next link up, you have to buy my food.
No, because I won't be able to afford your food. I might as well take the £100 bet.
Oh, see, you're doing that. Yeah, I can't buy 20 cartons of apple juice.
You know what? You're right. You're right, guys. He was left-footed. I was wrong.
Yeah, because I remember that. Yeah, because Cal, he said
I'm mistaken it for Letalic.
Oh, okay, yeah. He called him the left-footed Zidane, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Igor Bishkan was Beckenbauer. He told us Igor Bishkan is Beckenbauer. So I'm just saying, all good managers have had that moment where they talk.
The difference is Gerard Houllier actually backed it up with stuff, though.
Yeah, no, Houllier.
I get that. No, but the point I'm making is anyone can say crazy stuff, though, isn't it? Like,
can I just say something about me betting on food? What do you think I was going to bet? You guys know me. If it wasn't money, it's going to be food. Like, what we doing here, guys? You guys have known me for like 6 years. You know me. We're like family now, yeah? So if money is food.
If Matt went on a 2-day fast, I'd think he'd need to be isolated for everyone else's safety. Can you imagine 48 hours?
I'm owning this, man.
Mad, it would be mad.
Be more shocking if it wasn't a food bet. It's what I'm saying. You know me, bro. If it wasn't food, then I'm past this manager, making me stressed.
I don't think Gerard Houllier ever compared those players. I think he may have said things tongue in cheek, but he never compared.
No, he did.
R.I.P. Houllier, but Carl, I'll see if I can find the quote.
He definitely said the Beckenbauer one with.
I'm saying it now. I'm seeing it now. I think he said something along the lines. He did his best Beckenbauer impression.
No, that was Biscan, or that was Biscan?
Yeah, that's to do Biscan.
That was Biscan, yeah.
But I'm talking about
comparing the players. But Brendan Rodgers on camera literally hugged Joe Allen and said, "We got the Welsh Xavi." I'm like, the Welsh who? With the Welsh, who? Do you know how despicable that is? Xavi Hernandez.
I've got it.
I like Joe
Right.
Allen. I thought Joe
So
Allen was
even though
That's
it's even though it's from AI, it says Bruno Cheroux is a retired French midfielder, infamously dubbed the new Zidane by Liverpool manager Joe Houllier upon his rival in 2002.
I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy.
Love?
out here.
I can't believe he did that one.
And Gerard Houllier is a legendary manager, so
Legend.
you know what I mean?
He
all
set up the
managers do say stupid things. They do.
He set up the Cisse deal, and then Benitez, as we know, hated him. But yeah,
I think Cisse would have been such a good player for us.
Yeah,
if
he
had been
needed
under
that kind of like
Houllier would
that
have used
manager
him properly.
Yeah. Benitez hated him.
Benitez didn't like that it wasn't his signing. That's what the problem was.
No, I'll be honest. Cisse is a bit eccentric, and I know he looked at him and thought, "You dye your hair, yeah? All right, cool."
Yeah. Remember, Babel admitted that he hated that he used to play hip hop in the changing room. Remember, so
What, Ryan? You're wearing your socks low in training? Okay, cool.
is that so? You DJ on weekends, yeah? Okay, cool. You want to be a DJ, huh?
You want to spin the decks, yeah? You want to play computer, yeah? All right, say
He
that.
didn't want you to have any personal life, bro.
Any fun. Like,
Nothing.
can't
If
even...
he ever found out you did anything but go straight home to the wife and kids, he was on you, bro. Yeah, bro.
Facts.
Shout out to Josh Media TV. Lads, do you know that is the manager at the start of the season said he would prefer to play against low blocks because it means we keep the ball.
Tom said that today, innit?
Yes.
Big up Tom
now,
Little.
now he's going against his own words.
Bro, this
The
manager
guy,
is...
I told everyone the guy's not right, man. He's not
What's
right.
the phrase, guys? Something liar.
Habitual.
Compulsive.
Yeah.
Habitual liar.
Is it habitual? Yeah, I think that's the one.
Habitual
Yeah.
or compulsive. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, man's bro.
Shout out to Thomas says, I hope we can get Alonso and have Stevie G as assistant coach. And then Anfield goes crazy when they walk out for the first time. The boys are back in town playing. No one wants it though, man. I've been trying to push this narrative for a while. But Matt don't rate Gerrard.
We would
why
cheesy
are
up
we
the gap.
doing that?
You lot don't rate Gerrard though. You don't.
I don't
There's
rate Gerrard,
nothing wrong
bro.
with
He's
You
the
don't rate
greatest
Gerrard
Liverpool
as a
player of all
coach.
time.
You don't rate Gerrard as a coach. Just own it. Stand on business, bro. It's cool.
I think
Maybe
Gerrard-
You to rate Gerrard.
No. Gerrard is a decent coach, but I just feel like he could maybe do a bit more. But you know what? I trust Gerrard to take over at Liverpool. I just don't
name
know.
me one decent player that you rate, Matt. Name me one player that you describe as decent, but you rate.
What? Say that again?
I said, name me a footballer that you rate, but
Yeah.
you think is decent, just decent. Yeah, checkmate.
Wait, what does that have to do with anything? I don't understand.
Because the two don't
You've
go
lost me.
together, Matt. The two don't go together.
You've lost me. But
The two
why
don't.
would you?
I was basically saying the two don't go together, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but
It's a little bit like if I said to you, do you want McDonald's or do you want KFC? And I'm like, you're like, and I'm like, which one do you think's best? You're like, McDonald's is all right. KFC's kind of banging still.
yeah,
But then you go McDonald's. But you just said McDonald's was all right and KFC's banging. Why did you go McDonald's?
So, all right. With Gerrard, yeah, I've already said he can be Liverpool manager. He's just not ready yet, fam. In my opinion, that's all it is. But it could prove I could be wrong.
Do you think Carrot could be ready for Man United?
No, if I'm being honest, no. However,
Who
Man
do you
United have a
think
weird
better- who do
thing
you
with
think better,
interim
Gerrard
now.
and Carrick? Who do you think is better, Gerrard and Carrick?
Gerrard, but I think the job is bigger at Liverpool because the expectation to win is now. Man United is the expectation is to get the feel good factor back at the club, though. So I think the expectation levels are different because I don't think Man United are expecting Carrick to just like win every single game. But you know, if Gerrard comes into the dugout, the pressure is going to be insane, bro.
He thrives under that pressure.
And I can't ever imagine you saying Gerrard out, even if you believe it, you would never say it.
I would actually.
You wouldn't, Carl.
I would. I'm Liverpool first, boys.
I don't know, man.
That might be one of the only lies you've ever told on this channel, but it's definitely a lie.
I promise you, if Gerrard wasn't doing a
No,
good job,
second lie. Well, third lie. FSG payroll. We move.
Yeah, he kept that one. I'll say that was more of a secret than a lie.
That's undisclosed. Though. It was
Hey, guys,
that was more of a secret.
Guys,
Signed
chat.
the
I'll
NDA.
tell you a lot of secret. If Cal's not on FSG's payroll, why is it Cal interviews all the players and me and Drift don't?
Oh my! No, that's diabolical. That is diabolical. These times you're meant to come with me to Wembley, you know. This is diabolical.
I'm just saying, bro. FSG payroll only goes to your bank account. I'm just saying, fam.
I sign NDAs. That's what I will say.
I'm just saying, chat. Me and Drift, you know, we ask Cal all the time, like, bro, Cal, like, are we gonna get a bring in? This is Cal. You should have been FSG in from the beginning. I said, all right, cool. Say less. Say less.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably would say something like that. I'm not gonna lie.
You probably would.
I probably would say something like that.
Now, I'll be real, chat. I kind of let Cal down because I was supposed to grab him to a couple of these things, and I didn't turn up. But yeah, the narrative was too good to kind of not, certain story. But yeah,
I'll be honest though.
We're gonna have to start calling it Menace Mondays now, bro, because you are on a mad one every Monday, bro. I swear.
I'm gonna be dead serious with you, though,
bro,
guys.
it's only Mondays, bro.
If they don't pull their finger out and do something soon, I'm gonna say
they're not gonna get rid of him, bro. They're not.
Cal, all jokes aside, I don't think they.
You're gonna have to figure out exactly how you are, because right now what you are basically is you got Vince McMahon is FSG, yeah, and then you're Triple H, like you're involved.
Can we use a different person other than Vince though? I'm not.
Yeah, because Vince will be hit with some.
Yeah, I'm not aspiring to be a Vince McMahon still.
Who else do we know? There? That's just the one everyone knows, isn't it? Who?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're trying to say though. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like
yeah.
But anyway, it's gonna be tough for you to get out of it now, bro.
Yeah, my owners are still my owners. I'm just annoyed with them at the moment, innit? Lee says, has any club in history spent 400 million in one window? No.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
I don't even think they did.
Do you know what, Drift? I don't think because the transfer fees weren't as high.
Benzema, Kaká, Ronaldo. I swear, just those three alone. Was
so
like
I think it was
mil each, isn't it?
Ronaldo, Bale.
Was it Ronaldo?
The same summer. Bale weren't the same summer as Ronaldo.
No, but Ronaldo, Kaká, and
sorry,
and
Kaká. I said Bale.
So
Ronaldo,
Kaká. Some windows: Ronaldo, Kaká, Benzema,
Alonso,
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Lassana Diarra was it as well, or was he there from before?
I remember. Was it?
They definitely must have spent 400 mil that summer, surely.
I don't think it was because remember Ronaldo was 93 million, I think.
Yeah, he was 90. Then Kaká was like 70. Benzema was about 60.
Yeah,
that's nearly 200. That's over 200.
I know, but then the R below as an empty there weren't really priced.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't actually. Maybe it wasn't. All I know is that 400 mil don't seem like it was spent now. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Makama says Gakpo has replaced Nunes as the new scapegoat. What's your thoughts on that, guys? Is Gakpo getting unfair treatment by the Liverpool fan base? Because I actually do think he is. But I want to hear what you guys think.
Unfair isn't the right word because he deserves a lot of his criticism. But I do believe he's becoming the easy target. Like he could have an okay game. Like, do you remember that game when he got a goal and an assist? He wasn't great in the game, but he got a goal and an assist. Nobody cared about that. It was like, okay, we can't dismiss his contribution. You can be annoyed to some degree, but I feel like as soon as you're dismissing the contribution somebody makes, that's when you've either got an agenda or you're scapegoating. So, like, yeah, I would say it does go over the top with
guys. Can I play my tweet? Do you think?
There we go.
Can I play my tweet? What I think?
What is the tweet? What's the tweet?
You ain't seen my tweet.
It depends whether the beat is copyrighted because I don't necessarily think it matters about the artist. He wouldn't have a problem with it, but it's the beat. That's the thing.
But because it's like a
you're parrying it. you're doing a parody, so it's like fair use.
Yeah. You haven't seen my tweet, Cal? What I said
No.
about Cody Gakpo and Arne Slot?
No.
Have you seen the tweet going around, Cal, about what Slot's
I'm gonna play the tweet.
No, only since you
time
told
11 would be?
I'll play the tweet. I think we should be okay. I'll play the tweet. All right, let me.
Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen this. Oh, is this you?
This is me, bro. Can I do? Hold on.
See that guy there?
The tweet says, "Drop Cody Gakpo for 3+ games, or be Jamaican." This is Arne Slot. Wait.
Jiggity rickety slam. Look about my talawa, tan bunny lang. And if you look at the 1 minute, man, I little lion sound. Hear me, I say, look. But we not give a F and we not give a rascal. Bedroom bully, make the city talk. Big dirty bass, that one you fully dark, how the pussy blood clot. You know we fully dark.
You see that guy? I can't stand him. I cannot.
Oh my days!
Stand that guy.
Bro. No, but the thing is, the joke here is obviously the guy, but bro, is what I'm saying lying? Drop Gakpo for 3+ games or be Jamaican, and that's Arne Slot. Bro, he's not dropping Gakpo for 3+ games.
I would turn up to press conferences like this. Turn up like this, you man. Blessings, everybody. Sorry, I'm leaving. First question, please. Where you want? Arne, you've been hearing about Xabi Alonso and the pressure that's mounted. Middle business. Next question. Leroy, you have a spliff? Right. Next question, please. Make it quick, man. I don't have much time, man. Well, next question, please. Do you think you'll be starting Gakpo in the next game? All me for start Rio? The picnic? No, something. I'll start Gakpo, man. Sit down. Go go sit down. You idiot fool. Go sit down. Man, just reaching for his peanut porridge and all this business, bro.
Yeah, the porridge.
I just there in the. I'm not. Hurry up, man. Porridge, I get go on. Hurry up, no.
Oh man.
That means a carrot juice instead of a cup of tea, innit? Yeah, bro. 100%. You remember Klopp always used to have his cup of tea? Do you remember? Man, and not even, you know when you got with
cup,
Spinach,
bro.
and he said, no, it's just in the plastic one with a handwritten label.
Yeah. Pure cling film on the table, bro. Pure cling film on the table.
Oh my days. No.
And I don't even, that dude doesn't even bother me that much. I just don't like when people in their lyrics say things that's clearly not true. That's the only thing I don't like. Like,
Yeah.
when I start talking about I'm a bedroom bully, that brother, man, no one believes
He won't. There's nothing about him that's Jamaican. Why are you?
No, he isn't. He's British, bro. Yeah, he's fully. There's nothing about him.
No, but I do respect someone who can appreciate the culture. I don't. That's not really
appreciate the culture. He's leeching off the culture.
Yeah, I feel like he's mimicking and doing. That's why I kind of made
where you're
point.
Coming from, but I get where you're coming from. But if you grow up around them and you spend a lot of time in the country, I don't necessarily think you're being fake. Maybe it's being beggy.
Brother,
but I don't necessarily know.
Around me and my family, bro. My brother Josh don't start speaking Patwa to me, bro. Like,
no, but if he spent half his time in Jamaica, he might. Like that. You does go to Jamaica a lot.
Yes, now he goes to Jamaica to flipping use the system, brother, and
Look,
flipping.
I don't know him. I don't care about him, so I'm not gonna defend.
The guy's
him,
an idiot, man. Bum man. It's like a skinny Thor, bro. We do know. Idiot, bro. Hate people taking the mick with our heritage, bro. What we doing?
Nah,
no, I do understand. Yeah, I do get that. Cultural appropriation is wrong. I just don't know if he's doing that.
No, because there is the whole point was it's like he's trying to make a mockery, innit?
That's not trying to.
No, I don't think he's trying to.
But
make
he
a
is.
mockery. I don't.
No, but bro,
I think he believes, because if he's making a mockery, then I don't think he believes what he's doing. I think he believes what he's doing.
But he does. All right, we'll get into that another time. We're gonna.
Then he's mentally unwell. Then
Fucking
So we're
Cal's
enabling
not
him.
having
He's
it, man.
he's mentally unwell then. If I started walking around saying, guys, I'm a 62-year-old white man, you'd be like, oh, Cal, you're not, bro.
No,
no,
but that's
I am.
it, Cal. That's
I am.
totally different.
No, I said, no, I am. I said, no, I am.
He never said he's black.
He's acting like he is.
Uncle Ruckus, no relation. No relations.
Oh, this guy's crazy, bro. He's not mentally right. He's an idiot, man.
For real.
It really winds me up how many people have enabled this guy. Really makes me question certain people.
You're making me feel like I shouldn't have even put the tweet out. For real.
Like there's very few people. You guys.
No, I know. No, I know kind of like the
really
story.
winds
Yeah,
me up.
I know. No, I know. But again, you have to read between the lines as to why I put the
nothing
tweet
to
out.
do with white people in Jamaica, but I've got family members who are white.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing to do with race. It's to do with the fact that he, like White Yardie, lived and grew up in Jamaica. Never once did you hear me say anything about it.
No, I think it's because of your example, Cal, because you said I can't go around saying I'm a 62-year-old white man. So it's like you used the race thing in your example. So
because I can't know. He's going around acting like he's Jamaican.
Hey, where's my killie in the chat? Big up Yards. Look, he said, look, he also lied that he was born in Yard as well, apparently.
Well,
mental illness, bro.
I saw an interview with him, and he didn't say that, so I don't know. But I'm not going to defend you. I don't care enough to defend him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care enough to defend him. I'm just.
But
it
was a joke. The tweet, just want to make that clear, and it's more. Yeah. You have to read between the lines, innit? Oh, that's Arne Slot.
I just think he's being beggy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think it is. I think he's being beggy. I don't think he's
idiot who's been allowed to infiltrate the culture. Shame on those people you've let him. Shame on them.
He's quite popular in Jamaica, you know.
Good on him. Good on him, bro. Idiot boy.
Cal's not having it, bro.
No, I'm not, bro. That stuff pees me off, man. Don't take my culture and.
No, I hear it though. I hear it.
I do get where you're coming from. I definitely get where you're coming from.
I hear it, fam. Again, all I'll say is, if he is watching,
blood clot, rhyme, pussy. What are we doing there, man?
Like, if he's here, we can play this though.
He'll probably tell people that he knows the guy. Big up to Uncle Rods in the building. Says, remember when Milner batted up Antonio Rudiger? Yeah, I remember that.
Because Milner didn't take nothing from nobody.
No, but Milner was a madman though.
Yeah, Milner. I still maintain Milner stepped over the line with the Simicast thing.
No, if you malfunction, you might need to be slapped back into
50. There's no way. If you missed an,
there's no way a grown man can slap me in my face. Ever.
Imagine you miss an open goal, you turn around.
Remember, Jim, this is over football. This is not even.
No, remember that wasn't what happened. Simicast just stood there and let the ball go past him, like the controller got pulled out.
If it don't matter,
he malfunctioned, bro.
It's sport, and obviously things get emotional. Remember, but it's still sport. This ain't a real life thing where, like, I don't even know, Drift. You done something mad or I done something mad, and you like, it has to be like a real life. This is sport.
There's no way you're letting that slide,
slapping a grown man in the face.
Look, I've never been
like Kieran Dye,
bro. I've never. The only person who's ever slapped me in my face was a baby, and you know what kids are like. So, like, I don't know how I'd react if an adult ever slapped me.
No grown man.
I wonder, Drift, how you'd react if an adult slapped you in the face.
No, I'm talking about one of my friends, someone I know, not a stranger, of course, but like if one of my friends, I don't know how I would like, because it'll be like, bro, what are you doing, bro? But like,
you're lying.
I don't know if I would
lie to people. No, you're lying to people. You're lying.
Just like.
We're not,
same
no,
line.
I don't know if I'd lash out at a friend. I honestly don't know if I'd lash out at a friend.
We had an argument and I slapped you in your face. You're going to be like, you know,
no, but if we had an argument,
right, let me think about this.
Let me think about it.
No, guys. If we're having an argument, that means there's already tension in the room.
But there is an argument. No. The argument was there was a mistake that happened.
All right. Let me give you an example. Say I was just about to knock someone out and I was going mad. And you was in, say, Matt, you was in your calm state and you was like, no, just calm down. Or you're trying to calm me down. And I'm just raging. I'm trying to get past you. I'm going mad, yeah? If you grab me and slap me, it's like, brother, I'm trying to listen to me. I don't think I would hit you back. I don't.
That's the cartoon. I wouldn't slap you in your face, bro.
So let me get this straight, Drew. There's a dog attacking someone. And what you're gonna do now is go up to the dog and slap it on the back.
Drift making like his cartoons.
You're already in your highest rage point.
So imagine what Drift's saying is he's gone mad.
And slaps you.
Drift's
He's
gone mad.
trying to get my attention, innit?
Drift,
He's
to get your
definitely
attention.
gonna get your attention, bro.
Drift, that's crazy. Let's say you're getting into a fight and you're going mad, Drift. I'm not going to slap you in your face. I'm gonna try and be like, Drift, like, try and pull you away, bro. Why would I slap you in your face?
I've seen that happen in real life. I've seen someone slap.
Shall I tell you what? Shall I tell you why?
Because they're not listening. I've seen that happen before. Yeah.
No, but all jokes aside, you know, slapping someone in the face and they're that guy mad, they're gonna lash out. Maybe
you gotta remember, we're talking about like we're not talking about boom, like head spinning. You know, we're not talking about like you're trying to take man's head off.
If you don't put a hand in the next man's face, though, bro.
Look, all I'm saying is, I don't know if my friend slapped me like the way Milner did. Not a box like he's trying to knock my head off, just like trying to get my attention. I don't know.
No, but do you know what it is though? All jokes aside, yeah, a slap is actually like it's a disrespect, innit? Because like,
no, but if the person means no disrespect, they're just trying to get your attention.
What? But who slaps you without disrespect?
Someone trying to get your attention. Someone who's trying to wake you up in the morning,
bro.
Just don't,
Shout my name, bro. Drift said they're trying to get your attention. No, shout my name. Shout my name.
Hey, Callum, do you know what I was thinking about? You see the madness. You see the madness that happened at my yard cow that time. Imagine if that time I just went cow. That would actually be like, now Matt's on drugs, boy.
I would have a blank look on my face and just say,
what the fuck? Yeah.
Let me give an example.
That's what I'm saying.
I've had to physically drag my. I'll tell you lot off camera because I don't want to chat his business. I've had to physically drag my friend to the ground. Yeah, physically. And I think that's way more aggressive than a little slap in the face because I was trying to calm him down. I mean, like
see, it's still different because you know what it is, though. It sounds crazy.
How is that not the same
because
as
you're
like,
not hitting?
Trying to like
you're restraining. You're restraining.
Yeah, but I was restrained, but I had to use so much force that I hurt him.
Drift, if you're a cow,
all
right, Drift. Remember that thing without going into detail? Remember that thing that happened, like. That at that place where I got annoyed, yeah,
on my birthday,
yeah.
I was very close to having to grip you up.
No, but if you
in fact, I think I did grab your arm. I was very close to having
someone's arm.
Yeah, but you were like, no,
five fingers say to the face.
You didn't slap me in my face, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, it might have got to the point where I might have had to like pin you up against the glass with my forearm or something. But like, Matt, calm down, bub. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
pause.
No, but that just is ultra aggressive. Why would you pin?
Because you're strong, brother. And if you're being aggressive, I've got to use ultra aggression to get.
Matt just on his tippy toes. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro?
Just allow it, man. No, I didn't even mean it.
No, but Matt, you're a grown man. You're strong. If I'm going to restrain you, I have to use force.
No, but Drift,
it's going to be aggressive, isn't it?
No, but Drift,
bro.
Drift, you know than yourself, and so does Cal. Yeah. If I'm even trying to restrain any one of you, man, I'm getting in the way, or like I might, you know what I'm trying to say? I might like grab, like, but I'm not gonna like.
But you'd have to be aggressive, though, right? You'd have to be aggressive
to a degree. Yes, to a degree, but not to the point where like man's like.
All right,
this.
So what would be more aggressive, doing that or slapping someone? Which one of those is more disrespectful?
No, but they're both mad though. Why would the next man have another man like this?
To calm him down, isn't it?
No.
I'd rather someone do that to me, Drift, than slap me.
Okay, fair enough.
But even like that, like a kind of like,
I'd be like, what did you
grab
want
them like that
in
though?
the situation, like you slapped me. Yeah. What did you want to gain? What did you think was gonna happen?
Drift moving like prime Colo Torre.
You know what it is, yeah? I'm not gonna lie. I played a lot of football when I was younger, and I've seen a man slap a teammate before. I have.
Have you?
And in the moment, we were all just like, "Yeah, wake up!" And the guy just, the guy just took it as in like, "My bad." Like, I made a mistake.
Everyone on the team's getting lit up. I swear,
lit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even trying to. I'm not even
lit
trying to
up.
disrespect that player, but he definitely weren't alpha. He
The
was a
person who
beta
slapped
male.
me and anyone who co-signed.
So you
is getting
slap me,
lit
and
up
then I
after
say,
the game.
"Nah, I hear you. I hear you still. Are you stupid,
I'm not gonna.
brother? I'm fighting my own teammate. You think he's
It's gonna look like
Oh,
Kieran Dyer and Lee Bowyer out there, bro.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
No, he just understood that he made a pivotal mistake,
no, but Drift.
and we
You come-
and we
Let
got
me
on
ask
with
the
it.
question. The
But you
person that I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah, go on.
like emasculate the person. Like the
Yeah.
person who slapped the person. Are they about that life?
Well, it was the I think he was like part owner, but he was definitely our manager. It was his son, and he was team captain.
So he slapped his son.
No, the person who did the slapping was the team captain and the son of the manager, who was part owner of the club. And
That's why
he
he didn't
slapped.
go away with it then.
And maybe that might have been why he got away with it. But it was
Yeah,
a
'cause
defender. He made a mistake. It caused the goal.
Yeah.
And then like he grabbed him up off the floor and he slapped him. He's like, "But what are you doing, but fix up?"
Gosh, no.
No, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
And I think he knew he made the mistake and he accepted
can't even
it,
say
and
what
then we
I
all
do.
got on with the game.
So he's got like that and then that. Bro,
No,
way.
he was half getting up already. He like helped him up.
Drift, no way, bro. No,
You know what I'm on, so that's what I'm gonna say.
No.
Kyle knows you.
So hold on. After he slapped him, did you just release him then?
Like it was nothing.
No,
that can't be me,
no way.
Look, all I
Even
know
if
is all I know is
Yeah.
nobody there, because what it is, I just remember the mood, and nobody felt like I saw boy ting or he batted him up. Everyone just felt like, yeah, you made a mistake, you deserve that, and you've accepted it. All right, let's get on with the game. That's just how it didn't feel like a moment of like disrespect.
Out of interest, what were the ages? Can you remember? Like, but actually, without giving anything away, was it quite a while ago now? Without giving away any age, was it quite a while ago?
I was.
So would you say that probably made a bit of a difference then if it was quite a while ago?
I was 16.
Yeah, see,
they were
it still wouldn't change my
21.
perspective, but maybe
No, they were
age
about
was-
they were around 2021.
I'm gonna be real, not on a bad man thing, but apart from my mum, and I'd probably say mum and Calvin are the only two people I'd let slap me in the face.
Yeah, for real.
No
Again,
one else.
The thing is, when we hear the word slap, yeah, what I think people are thinking is like Milner didn't hit him like that. He didn't hit him like that.
But a slap is still a sign of disrespect, though. Did you get what I'm saying?
No, not if you're just trying to get man's attention. Like, it's a.
But you don't have
difference.
to
He
get
didn't-
my attention by slapping me in the face, though. That's what I'm trying to say, though.
Drift would go left so quick, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, maybe it would. I don't know. Grown man.
And the thing, I know what you're saying.
I
You're
don't know.
you're trying to do the thing, but I know you, Drift. If someone slaps you in
Bro,
the
Drift,
face,
of course he's going nuts, bro.
Drift calm.
I'm saying he's doing the lion thing,
don't-
bro.
But I don't think. No, but if one of you lot did it, I wouldn't. My first reaction wouldn't be
Drift.
to go nuts. It
No,
wouldn't.
Drift. No, yes, you.
Drift, you'd
No,
probably
no,
run
it
us-
wouldn't.
you'd
It
probably-
wouldn't. It
bruv, you'd
wouldn't.
probably do the long game, bro. You'd be like, I hear it, guys. And then you'd probably run us over, bro.
It would. No, it would honestly.
Crossing the
wouldn't.
road, I'd be like, why am I not slowing down? I'm drift. Man is driving on this business, man. Just that's gonna teach man not to flipping slap man, innit? And just hit in reverse as well. It's just-
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's what you
god.
get.
No, honestly, I would. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm just guessing.
I
don't
think
my first
personally,
reaction
the
would be
only
to-
person that could slap you Drift is your brother. That's just me. Or a family member. Other than that, I don't think no one can slap
Mum or
you.
Calvin.
And the
yeah,
same
nephew.
thing for Cal and the same thing for me. I
Well,
just
the only
think
actually, no, I'll tell you what. I remember there was one time my mum slapped me in the face. That's actually the only time I've been slapped in the face. Yeah, I remember.
there you go. Family is very different
Yeah,
to someone who's like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's different. It's different.
And I deserved it. I made my brother cry in front of
Yeah.
my friends. I deserved it. When you look back, I deserved it. I deserved it.
There you go. That's
I'll be
different.
real
That's what I'm
with you.
saying.
I wouldn't even slap Calvin in the face. I'd probably let Calvin slide with it, but I wouldn't slap. Calvin.
I wouldn't slap my brother in the face. He knows
I don't
that.
think you'd
actually
slap me in the
I
face.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
but
slap my brother in the face.
I
No. Do
100% wouldn't slap Calvin in the face.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
No.
I agree.
I've never hit my brother in the face. No.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So yeah, and even then, that's what I'm saying. It would have to be
Lie, bro.
family.
You're doing it again, bro. Who are you?
I've never
Drifty
hit
Slot
him in
today,
the
bro?
face.
Are you drifty slot today, bro? Bruv, you're a big brother. I know, bruv. I've been hit in the face by Calvin before. Like, what are we doing it? Like,
No, my brother can attest.
I've done it by
never done
accident
that.
where like I've been acting violent and I didn't mean to do it, but I've done it. But I didn't aim for his face.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
never
fair
actually
enough.
aimed to box him in the
okay,
face.
okay.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
remember
boxed
one
him
time
in
I
the
went to knee him by accident, and he tried.
What?
Yeah, and I kneed him in the face by accident, but I didn't mean to do
Where
it.
are you aiming for? What is sternum? Just the collarbone, just something light. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was aiming for his chest. Yeah, I was aiming for his chest.
This is what I mean.
Yeah, I was aiming for his chest.
But just would let someone slide, slapping him. But man,
No, but that was just
big
big brother correction. That was different, isn't it?
It was for what?
It was big brother correction. No, he actually damaged something. He actually damaged something that was valuable. It was
Big brother correction is a crazy phrase in itself, you know.
The maddest thing is, I'm just trying to remember
he's
him.
Training the brother, you know. Like,
you know what? You see, big up Drift, yeah. You see him and his brother when I first met them, like way back in the day. Seeing how they were, I definitely thought, yeah, them but I definitely had the rockers.
We've definitely had a rock. Yeah,
when I first met them,
we've had a
big
few,
up your brother as well. Like, love him to bits, man. You know what I'm saying? Family tree.
We've had a few. And I definitely know that being a big brother let me get away with stuff because I've done things to my brother that he would have knocked someone else out for 100%.
Yeah, it's best to say brothers, isn't it? You get into them kind of.
And
Carl knows because he's Carl.
you know how many times
Calvin probably broke him up a few times.
The amount of times I've had fights with Calvin in the mirror is insane. I'm 71-0 in the mirror. I'm 71-0 in the mirror. Bare time under my
in my defense, there's definitely a difference between accidentally hitting your brother in the face and deliberately hitting you.
There's a massive difference. There's a massive difference. There's intent there.
Still aiming
two totally different things.
But there's a big difference because there's obviously intent in it. Obviously,
like you could be like aiming to punch him in the arm because you know like he can take that. And
you might want to give him a dead arm or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Cat was on company before you.
Fight back.
Oh boy. Shout out to Theo. It says, you think Gakpo gets surprised every time you start? Can you imagine? Me?
At this point, he knows it's happening, man. At this point.
I mean, he probably just goes there and he's like, who else is starting today, boss?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jamrock says, I was given Slot side-eye from late Jan 2025.
Yeah, Jamrock was, to be fair to him, you know, he did say there's things I don't like.
Yeah. Shout out to official Andy Speaks says, Slot must have FSG tape.
The tape. Let's just say tape and leave it there.
Shout out to
FD, that was wild still.
Shout out to Triller says, don't worry, guys. Endo is our 5th choice centre-back as per Tom. Yeah, Tom Little still catching his strays, man. Wow, McCammer's trying to get me to crash out. I'll see it, McCammer. The Gerrard slip cost Rodgers and us the lead.
That's not needed.
Do you know what is crazy though? Yeah, what's crazy is it does show you what legacy does, right? Because even though we all know it wasn't Gerrard's fault and it can happen to anyone, being him was why that was forgotten immediately. If that had been, as an example, if that had been like Naby Keita.
Yeah.
Oh my day! Can you imagine? Imagine?
You knew it was bad because people were blaming Sacco for passing him the ball.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they actually were.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah,
Back to McCammer though. Just want to say, without Nunes, we'd have probably won the league in Klopp's last season. So he ruined them farewell for Klopp. I've been holding that in, and you forced me to do that. Jamrock.
Say that again. What did you just say?
That is ultimate hatred.
Darwin Nunes is, in my opinion, one of the biggest factors as to why we didn't win the league in Klopp's last season.
This is
you really have been holding on to that one.
I have been.
This is getting dark.
Makuma, don't bite. Makuma, don't bite, bro. Don't bite. He's just trying to get you back. Don't bite.
Jamrock says, do we win the league with this last year team? I say yes. I don't think so. Not with
do we win the league with last year's team?
Not with the tactics, but with the players we win.
Yeah.
These players with last season's tactics, yes. Not everything this season, no.
These players with last year tactics, we're competing on all fronts.
Yeah.
You'll Never Walk Alone says Slot has no cojones, only pits on Kwanzaa, yet VVD mistakes after mistake. Then, as usual, he decides to sub Kirkheads as a scapegoat. Slot is cooked. That's facts as well.
No, do you know 2.0? To his credit, he actually did, and I'm not sticking up for him, but he was asked about the Kirkheads thing, and he said he's played a lot of minutes and he didn't want to burn him out.
Bro, we said that about Ekatike. What's he doing? 7 Ekatike for a carrier bag.
Burn him out.
But what we can't just always think he's lying about everything. Maybe he was thinking he's had some intense games, played a lot. Let me give him a break. Maybe he was.
Kirkes is 22, 23
but
years
age doesn't
age.
matter. We talk about Arsenal burning out Saka.
I understand that, but Kirkes has had been.
So why would you start him
playing some games? And so remember, start the season, it was Robbo or then Kirkes, then Robbo. It wasn't like Kirkes playing every game in it. Remember, Robbo played games as well. So this whole thing
about... He just said in a short space of time, like he played a lot in a short space of time.
I was
chatting
he would give Robbo. He also said,
I don't know. That kind of doesn't sound like a lie.
He also said, I'm not playing Ekatike because I want to be careful with his minutes. Brother, why not play Ekatike against a team that you need to win against the Prem and then play Cody Gakpo against Carrier Bag? Why can't you do that?
Or you get the lead and then you take Ekatike off in like the 60th.
Thank you. He's probably anyway.
Official AMD says Brendan, Welsh, Xavi, Caldino, not cool.
All right, AMD's actually out for Cal today.
There was no need. I just thought it was the one Xavi, and I see the counting. I was like, bro.
That's as I said, the one thing I wish I could.
Oh yes, sir. Big up to the chat. He said red zone. That was the actual wording he used. Kirkes is in the red zone.
Brother, he's in the red zone. Slots in the red zone. How about that?
100%.
Slots in the red zone, bro. We're tired of his crap. That's what it is.
At this point, he's in the red light, bro. How distracted he is.
Facts.
Probably wouldn't be able to score there either. Josh Media TV says, generally, do you think we have a fitness issue, rely too much on data, and no one pushes themselves?
I was going to say something so mental we would have got cancelled, so I'm going to put it in a private chat.
We do look tired as when we're out there, but I don't know if that's because it's
tired of his shit.
Yeah. I just don't know anymore, man. Jacquez says, his club will never truly be elite until the owner, the players, and fans all agree that winning is the ultimate objective of sports. Salute Kopish. Facts. And dare I say it, I think it starts with us as the fans. The Red Guy 8 says, another day, Slot still here. I want my club back. Hear it.
You man, check the private chat. I nearly put it in the normal chat. We would have been cooked.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Tell me I'm lying, though.
Don't even say that on your own channel, bro.
No, I'm not saying I'm on channel. Tell me I'm not lying.
Can you delete from the private chat in case someone can hack?
Yeah.
Bruv, jeez.
Not the last bit. The first bit is tell me I'm lying, though.
Yeah, no, that part is factual, but the part that follows it is insane, bro.
Yeah, Joe, it is because
you're mad. I didn't know you were that mad. Jesus.
Nah, it's pissed me off, bro. It's pissed me off. That's what it is. Pissed me off.
Simba says, you reckon Man United will batter us at Old Trafford if Slot's still there? Yeah.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Oh no, do you know what? Actually, I'm not saying that we can't lose the game, but one thing I'll give him a little bit of credit for is
we have stepped up
in some of our big games. He actually seems to have tactically known how to actually play the game. So I wouldn't guarantee that we would lose that game, but obviously, you know.
LB, Liverpool's end of season games are grim. Yep, they are. Foot LFC says, how did we react to the Man U result yesterday?
I wasn't surprised. I knew they were going to win. I said it from the start.
I'm completely shameless. Once I removed the Man United have gone above us in the table, they helped to keep the Premier League alive this season, so I can't even be mad at it.
Drift, I said something, and I think it's only right. I say it in front of you.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, Drift, be ready. Be ready for what Carl's nonsense.
Okay.
Sorry, Carl. You know I love you. You're my brother. But...
so nonchalant as well.
Do you know what it is? When Carl said it,
I hope you've got the right thing I was going to say, Noah. This is going to get awkward as fuck.
No. I was trying to be so composed, and I was, but I didn't agree, fam. But anyway, go on, Carl. Go on.
Right, go for it, Carl.
I was saying I'm at a point now where even though I don't want it to happen, I actually think it'd be better in terms of long term if Arsenal actually won the league instead of Liverpool. So or Man City. Whoa. Oh.
No, go on, Carl. I didn't see what Drew's response. Go on, Carl. What are you saying?
And the reason I say that, if Man City win the league, I think the owners and a large portion of the fan base will go, oh, well, it's City, in it. They always win the league. And this is what they do. They claw back a lead and then they go into overdrive and then they win the league. Plus, look how much money they spent and all this. 115, cheating, the referees, VAR and all this. See, if Arsenal win the league, we as a club cannot make any excuses whatsoever. We as a fan base cannot turn around and do the whole, oh, but they've cheated and they've done all of this. We will have to sit there and hold that. And it's going to hurt. But for me, that's something like that happening will actually give the owners and the fans a kick up the backside.
Yeah, I thought, you're like me, innit?
I thought at some point the explanation was going to make sense. Unacceptable.
It don't make sense, innit? No. To Carl's credit, it makes sense. I don't believe in that common sense. I don't believe in it. Carl's my brother, yeah? There's not a world where I can say, I'm all right if they win the league. No.
It's all right.
Can I come back in now?
Not really.
I don't know what more you got to say, bro.
I think we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to call Calvin. An intervention is definitely needed. If I'm being honest with you, come like an exorcism might be needed.
I never said I'll be all right if they're winning it.
Because Cal seems possessed at the moment.
But you're set. Let's be sorry. Where's Cal?
That hurt my feelings more than if Cal slapped me.
But Cal, you're saying what your logic isn't wrong. But remember when I said to you, I think on a Sam show, the problem is though is that even though your logic makes sense, what worries me is that let's say even if they do, it still wouldn't give our ownership a kick up the backside. I know you're not saying.
Then that's when that's when we have.
See, Calvin's the only one who can get away with it.
Yeah, Calvin needs to speak, bro. Calvin's the only one, bro.
But then that's when we have to do our bit as the fan base and get onto the owners. But
Cal, this is me
forever making excuses about the Man
This is
City
me
stuff.
being real, bro. You have common sense, yeah. You're very grounded. Like I said, you got common sense. You know when they say common sense ain't common, I feel like our ownership, Cal, all jokes aside, sometimes don't have common sense. Because what you're saying is too honest, it's too honorable, it's too realistic. I feel like our ownership, Cal, they don't see it like how you would like them to see it.
Then
that's my issue.
And we have to do what we need to do to.
I agree there, though. Yeah, we have to do something, but I don't think it. Bruv. Another thing I would say as well, you know, if Arsenal win the league,
God, you bring up the comment, bro. I know you're going to anyway.
I'm still in a state of shock, bro.
Bruv, he said this to me earlier when I'm not shocked in him.
Cal.
Yeah, Cal's cool with it. So
I'm not cool with it, but I genuinely believe it will be the kick up the backside that our fan base and our ownership needs. If Man City go and win it again, should I tell you what the rhetoric's going to be?
Go on, if Man City win again, what do you think happens in your opinion?
Oh, but they've got Pep. Oh, look how much money they bought Semenyo and Gahey because Diaz and Gavardio got injured. Plus, in the summer they bought Shirky and all these players. And the January last season they bought Kusanov and Marmoush. Oh, plus all the 115 charges.
Do you think our ownership would actually look at Arsenal winning the league and be motivated, though?
That's what I asked him.
And that's why I said if that doesn't motivate them, nothing will. And that's when I say they need to go.
Yeah, but bro, then we've also got to put up with Arsenal being champions.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
They're one of the loudest fan bases in the world, and they haven't won
Premier League since 2004. Shall I tell you why we got to hold that? Because if we did our job, they wouldn't be loud.
I agree.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
We did our job, they wouldn't be loud.
I know that, but why would you want them to be louder, bro? They haven't won a league title since 2004.
And they're still the loudest fan base in the world.
There was more Cinnabons open them times there.
Let me ask you
People
guys,
were wearing Air Max 90s. I don't even know whether EE was around then. It might have been 1-to-1.
Here's why I check.
There's so much things that happened back then.
All right, here's why I check.
We didn't even have flipping fiber optic. We were still on broadband.
We didn't have broadband in 2004, man.
Did we not? I'm trying to think.
Dial-up still, weren't it?
Was it still dial-up back in 2004 when there was no broadband?
22 years ago.
There were bare things, bro. Air Max 90s were about.
I'm not asking you both a question.
Regular.
YouTube wasn't even really a thing 22 years ago.
If Liverpool get top 4, qualify for Champions League, but don't win anything this season, get Xabi Alonso in the summer, and let's say we sign Wharton, Schlotterbeck, and Cresswell, the centre-back Cresswell. Do you think the fan base would kick up a fuss?
In regards to being happy with the scenario, you mean?
Do you think the fan base would kick up a fuss? Do you think that would satisfy the fan base?
What, those players?
And also finishing top 4, getting Champions League and all that. Do you think that's satisfying?
No, they wouldn't be happy with that.
Based on how the season is going at the moment, it probably would.
Okay. I don't know if it would though.
Now, add on to that Arsenal winning the league. Do you still think the fan base would be all right with it?
I think the fan base reaction would be the same whether Arsenal win or not, because we want to win ourselves. I don't think it would be. Yeah, I don't think it would make.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I just don't think Arsenal winning the league changes anything for Liverpool's ownership.
It's not just the owners. I keep on saying.
Do you know what I mean?
The fan base as well.
All right. So in your
but remember, a lot of the fan base don't have the hate for Arsenal that we have, so they might just be like, "Congratulations, Arsenal."
It's not about the hate. It's not about the hate drift. It's about the fact that quote unquote Arsenal are doing things the quote unquote right way. They build their squad over a certain amount of years, and they would have gone and won the league. They ain't done a Man City. They ain't done a Chelsea. They've actually built their squad with a manager that we've all ridiculed for years. If that doesn't send the fan base into frenzy, I don't know what will.
All right, but here's the crazy thing. So, you're thinking about what the ownership could think, and that's the kick up the arse that you think it might need. What it could do, though, Cal, is the opposite. It could do well, you know what? He's got so much credit in the bag by already winning a Premier League. Arsenal have proved that having patience with a manager pays off. So we're not going to get rid of Slot. We're going to have patience with him, and you're going to ride out the bad times the way Arsenal did with the 8th, the 5th, and all that. And then eventually we'll start winning again.
And then we know where
the Slot gets a 6-year contract. I hear
so
it. So
Slot gets more time than we
that's where we know where to direct our anger and frustration.
But Cal, we already know to direct it.
No,
there's frustration now when he's still here, Cal.
You don't think we already know who to aim it at, Cal? Come on, bro. We know it.
Cal, he's still here, bro. And we're pissed off as hell, bro.
Even if City win it, there's nothing that's going to change.
Anfield is starting to empty out before end of games. And the ownership still don't give a shit.
Do you know what it is, Cal?
Yeah, because they've really got the ticket money drift.
Cal,
but we're never going to get to a point where no one's going to games.
Exactly.
Man United sell out with the Glazers. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly my point. Once they've bought their tickets, that's it. The money's whether fans walk out after 3 minutes, bro. Have they paid for their ticket? Yes.
They're not going to do it. Cal, Arsenal winning the league is not going to make Liverpool hierarchy change how they do things. It just won't. Liverpool hierarchy, in my opinion, have already given up on this year. They don't really give a damn who wins the league this year. They've kind of just said, you know what? It's one of them seasons we kind of go again. I don't think it changes if it's Man City or Arsenal, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it changes, Cal.
I don't think it changes anything. I know what you're saying.
Villa could come from behind and win the league.
Yeah,
and I don't think it'll make that
Cal,
ownership.
That's not to say what you're saying is wrong, because again, you're thinking logical. But the problem is, we've seen throughout many years how FSG don't think logical at times. They can be illogical. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not slight on you. It's more slight on our about to say fanbase, on our ownership, bro. The problem is, when Liverpool had an amazing summer and spent all that money, they put the trust in the coach. The warning signs were there, even when we were winning games, but we said we'll get better. The manager, or should I say the coach, has said so much stuff since then that any other ownership should have looked at that and gone, that's a red flag. He keeps talking about low blocks. He keeps talking about possession, but we've lost 9 games in 12. He keeps talking about how Cody Gakpo, we've got a left winger in Rio, but he's got a minutes restriction. He's talking about centre backs. We've got Endo. Like, he's talking about PSG. Obsessed.
Matt, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah, go.
Do you genuinely believe that the hierarchy watch and listen to what Slot says?
I'd hope
Yeah,
so.
because it's part of their job. All jokes aside.
I would not be surprised if they don't.
No, all jokes aside, they do. It's part of their job. It's part. Remember when?
No, I'm not talking about Edwards and Hughes. I'm talking about the people above them, Werner and Henry and them, man.
No, they probably don't. No, probably don't.
And is that not an issue though? Because I'm telling you, Abramovich knew everything his manager said after a game.
But there's a disconnect in Liverpool. You've got people on the ground like Oh my
Abramovich
days.
almost did what, bro?
But the club shut down.
No, but obviously that's the another story. But yeah,
So
Todd Bowley then. I know Todd Bowley knows all the things that the manager.
There's a disparity.
He thinks he's the manager.
There's a disparity in my opinion. So you've got JW Henry and you've got Tom Werner. Them man there don't know what's going on. They just know that there's an asset there they can make peas.
Hold on.
But where you get to Mike Gordon, that's where they do know. So that there's a split. Mike Gordon is the one that kind of like oversees Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jamrock might know a bit more than me on that part. But Mike Gordon is the one that kind of oversees what's happening at Liverpool. He will know. Them man upstairs, unless Liverpool being relegated, they don't really know what's going on. So there is a bit of a disconnect.
Asking, why is that an issue?
I'm gonna be real.
There is a disconnect. Am I right, Jamrock? Would you say in terms of? I'm trying to think of the names.
It's a major issue because if you own the club, you
Billy
should
Hope is
care
another
enough.
one. Yeah.
But again, Slot, Edwards, Hughes, whoever, they got what they needed in terms of finances from the club in the summer. They got backed way beyond belief.
That's the point I'm making, Cal. So if these guys were paying attention, they might be a little bit more annoyed at what's happening, and they might be a bit more like privy to information. And then therefore it would be like, oh yeah, he's got to go. He can't be talking like this.
But Drift, it's like, all right, if I'm CEO of a company and then I'm managing the area managers and the area manager managing the stores, and then the store managers managing the staff. If one of the staff's acting up, I'm not going to know that staff member's acting up. The highest that's meant to go is to the area manager at most. That shouldn't be coming to me.
No, but if he acts up in public, you would know.
Maybe
because
not,
he's smearing the name of your company now, so you should know.
Maybe I might not, bro. But in a situation, bro, I've got people who are meant to be dealing with that. That's why I pay those people.
But you've always got to stay on top of everybody, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because you don't know if they might not be doing their job. As the owner, you've even got to be on top of the people you put in charge, just in case they're not doing their job.
If I'm not an expert in that field, then what am I meant to do?
Can we really give them that excuse after how long they've owned the club now? They've been here for a long time now.
Yes, because I said the word expert. I'm not saying they shouldn't know the ins and outs of the club, the ethos and stuff like that, and the basics, but they're not experts. They're not going to be experts. Hughes and Edwards are experts.
But do you need to be an expert to know enough to know when it's wrong? No, you don't, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not a football person, then yeah, you kind of do need to be.
Nah, Carl, they've been here 12 years.
So hold on. You think that?
No, how long they been here?
All right, but if John W. Henry trusts Drift, me, you, and Matt trust each other. If you're like Cal, trust me, go and get a Dell PC. Get a Dell PC. I know my computers, and I'm like, Drift. You know, no, Cal, trust me, I know my computer, and I know you know your computers. I might do some research, but ultimately I'm going to be like, you know what? I trust Drift. Drift knows his stuff. I'm going to get a Dell. I'm not just going to start being like, nah, Drift. HP. I want a HP. I'm not just going to, because I don't know the ins and outs.
But if you started using that Dell, and then it wasn't quite doing what I told you it would do, the next time I said, yeah, do you know what, by day, you'd be like, no, but bro, last time you told me that, like, it was kind of a bit, well, are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'd question it. I would question it. And I'm sure those questions are probably happening.
Do you think?
I don't think they're going to just step in over Hughes and Edwards and just sack him.
If they cared about their franchise, they should, though.
Their franchise is still making money, Joe.
And that's where the problem is. That's what I'm saying. Deep down, all they really care about making the money. And that's wrong. That's what we've always had an issue with, right?
No, I hear
that
it.
Their ambition isn't to do more than just make money.
And the reason I have an issue with Hughes and Edwards right now is because they are the ones in control of making that decision, and they won't make the decision.
Yeah. Oh, I'm way more angry at Hughes and Edwards than I am with FSG. I agree with that part. But at what point does it become FSG's problem because they're employing Hughes and Edwards? And that's the point I'm making.
Well, I mean, technically, Liverpool employ Hughes, FSG employ Edwards.
Well, yeah. I mean, remember how long we laughed at Man United for not getting rid of Woodward? Woodward was employed by the Glazers. At what point did the Glazers have to step in and be like, I know Woodward's in control, but you're clearly not doing it right. So you're messing up our brand. So we have to get involved now. FSG just can't continue to let Hughes and Edwards do stuff that's going to damage the club. That at some point they've got to be like, guys, look, I know you're in charge, but this is wrong. Like we need change here. So I'm saying that it's still they own a large portion of responsibility at this point now. Do you know what I mean? Because they've got to step in at some point. They have to. Because Hughes and Edwards might not be willing to accept they made a mistake, Cal. It might be pride why they're not getting rid of Slot. Do you know what I mean? It might be like, like if we do it, then it kind of means we got it wrong. It's like we're admitting, and they might not want to do that. So at the moment, they could be jeopardizing the club over ego themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I hear it.
But something's got to be done, man.
All right. Steven Gerrard. Interim, yes or no? You doing it?
I would be confused because Alonso's right there. But yeah, I would. At this point, I would.
So I'm going to say something and I want you to hear me out. Full statement. If Gerrard comes in as interim, I would have my doubts as to whether Xabi Alonso is the first choice or not.
Yeah, so would I, 100%.
Okay, so we're on the same way. Because that would suggest...
I'd actually say he's not a choice.
Well, not necessarily first choice, but I think that would suggest to me that they're going, we're not just going to pull the trigger on Alonso. We want to wait to see what happens in the summer and see if any other managers move around a la Nagelsmann and Enrique, and then make a decision from there. Yeah. If Alonso comes straight in, then he's obviously their first choice.
Yeah, but that would suggest to me that...
Shout out to Tom. Tom also suggested that as well. Shout out to Tom Little.
That it would suggest to me that they've already got an inkling that there's a possibility of one of those things happening to not take the risk. So it would suggest to me they've maybe spoken to Enrique and they know that he might take the job. Or they've spoken to Nagelsmann and he's already said he'll take the job. Because otherwise, why would they take that risk with Alonso being right there?
And that's what... This is where the risk really comes in. Because if you go after Enrique hard, and he rejects you, one, Xabi Alonso might have been picked up by another club, and two, Xabi Alonso might look at you and go, oh, I'm not going to be your sloppy seconds.
Well, technically, he's doing that to us. It would be very hypocritical.
No, I hear it, but he might think like that, though.
Yeah, he might.
And he's got more power than we have right now.
Or could it be a scenario where, remember when I was saying to you, like, we don't like being that second place? That's why, like, we don't go after a player if he's, like, even talking to another club. Maybe because Alonso did reject us, we're actually holding a grudge and we're like, no, bun you went Madrid, bro. I wouldn't put it past them, you know. I genuinely wouldn't put it past them.
Can I confirm, would you still take Enrique over Alonso?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Yeah, same.
I do want to remind some people, though, because it's mad. It's mad how football works. When he failed with Spain at the World Cup, a lot of people said, Enrique's overhyped, man. And only pulling it back with PSG last season is what gave people back the faith in him. So I'm saying management's fickle, in it. It changes very, very quickly.
Didn't he win a major with Spain, though?
No. Remember, he got knocked out to Morocco and everyone went mad in Spain. Remember?
Yeah.
So I remember that. I remember people being like, "Nah, Enrique ain't the guy, man. He failed with Spain. He had that great team and he didn't do well and blah, blah, blah." And then when he went PSG, his stock was quite low in comparison to how it was when he left Barcelona. And then he just regained it last year. So it is very easy for people to keep changing their opinion on stuff. I mean, bro, look at Alonso. 12 months ago, he was the Messiah. Now people are doubting him. Football's so weird, isn't it? Football is the craziest world. It's one of the only places where you can lose your credibility so quickly. It's mad. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tricky one.
So I tell you, I think what really did it for Enrique was the manner in which they got to the final, the manner in which they won the final, and the fact that he did all of that while he was dealing with a family tragedy.
Yeah, and I think on top of the fact that they've had some elite managers fail, and it was like, oh right, and Enrique came in and did it. Okay, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because for him to go through all of the stuff he went through behind the scenes and still get the team to play like that, that's legacy. That's legendary.
And he oversaw the Galactico destruction and the rebuild of PSG as what they wanted their model to be now. And we all laughed and said, "Ah, you idiots." And it actually worked within 2 years. So credit to them,
Facts. Shout out to Ren says, Drift, stop from...
He's talking about that you what's his name? M. Dot. I was not defending him. I was not defending him. I'm just saying I don't think it's cultural appropriation if you truly do love it. I think it's cultural appropriation when you are mocking or you're only doing it because it's something that you think you can gain from, but you're not giving anything back to it. No, but the fact that he does always go to Jamaica, he does always involve himself in the community. I'm just saying it doesn't quite feel like appropriation. That's all I'm saying. It does. I actually think he genuinely just loves it and wants to be a part of it. He just doesn't realize how weird it looks. That's all. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all. Come on, Carl, one thing I will say, maybe it's being a bit big-headed or maybe it's being a bit biased because we are Jamaican, but you know how much we're the smallest island in the world, so to speak, who influence the entire world.
I hear that.
Like people are like magnetized to
the
way we are as a people. Do you know what I mean? Like everything about it. So it's
like Craig Bellamy.
I kind of get it.
Craig Bellamy went out and built schools in Africa and did loads of stuff. I don't see him walking around in kente cloth.
Acting like an uncle. All right, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I know what you're saying. I get it.
Like,
I get it.
I ain't seen Bellamy putting up his phone on Insta, like hoisting his phone up on a tripod and eating a goosey out of a container. Do you know what I mean? Like, like he just does.
I just know. You know, you're absolutely right. I can't even argue that fact. I just know that there is no bigger influence from such a small section of the world.
Pound for pound, we're the most influential.
Yeah,
in the world.
Pound for pound, Jamaica is the most influential country in the whole world. It's crazy, and people are drawn to us. Do you know what I mean? How many people do you know who be like, Jamaican food? What are you on about? They try it, hooked for life. Like, do you get what I mean? Like the music, there's so much about it, the style, the way we talk. I'm just saying, like, I get it. He just likes everything about it. You know what I mean? He likes it.
You're right, but they don't eat the food and start speaking pap with Drift, do they?
Facts, big facts though. You're chatting facts.
I'm not gonna lie, I have seen some people start to get a bit like carried away with the mimicry, though. I have seen it.
For LFC says, call me shameless, but I was cheering on Man United and celebrated their win. Arsenal almost went 9 points clear, which would have been game over in my opinion. Fairs?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I absolutely hear where you're coming from, 100%.
For LFC says, crazy thing is I used to love Arsenal, Ian Wright, Henri Vieira, players I looked up to. Then social media showed me how annoying their fan base is. Their trophy cabinet don't match their arrogance. Yeah, facts.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and the real Arsenal fans actually know that their fan base is bad as well. That's why I rate the real ones. You know, the real fans are like, "Nah, you're right." Our fan base is crazy.
For example.
Yeah, I've got a couple brethren, like, and they're like, "Nah, bro, I know, I get it. Our fan base.
I know, yeah, our fan base is insufferable. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Even D, big up D. D's like, I know.
Yeah, D's like that. 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Scrap says, what about Gomez to Sterling? Oh, when he picked him up.
When he picked him up under his arms. No, that is the ultimate belittling.
But shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why he deserved that though? Because he was hyping for no reason.
Oh yeah, Sterling deserved it.
He deserved that. He needed to be taken down.
Yeah, but I'll be real.
I don't know if you can recover from a grown man picking you up under your armpits.
Well, to be fair to Sterling, Sterling did take a fork to Gomez's neck. I can't lie, fam. Like it's jail sentence.
He took a foot to his neck.
No, a fork. You didn't know about that?
Is that real? Did that really happen? Yeah,
bro. Gomez had the. It's real, fam. It's real. Sterling don't play about though. So you kind of have to like, as much as you want to say Sterling kind of said, "All right, cool. If you're on this thing."
Yeah, I still feel like
Gomez is professional.
It's an England camp, innit?
I think he knew who to try that with.
Yeah, and he knew that because he had power within the England camp, Gomez will get dashed out of the England camp easy. Like, remember, because he struggled to even get in. Sterling was like the star boy at that time. So he was just using his, like, I can get away with you.
Yeah, I hear.
You know how they say duppy no for frightened? It was one of them scenarios, isn't it? Like,
he
knew what he could get away with. Do you know what I'm saying?
Foot FC says, next season, new manager. I think we can get number 21. Depends also what we do in the transfer market as well. Makama says, your wife can slap you in the face, gents. No, she can't.
No, what you need to understand, Makuma, she can slap you in the face with no physical response, but she's not getting away with slapping you in the face.
She just can't do it.
Because obviously he's right. Physically, she'll get away with it, but she won't get away without it being a thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a big difference.
Facts. No, big facts.
Big facts. Yeah.
She ain't doing that. She knows me better than that. She ain't doing that.
No, but what you're saying is that she could, though. It's not that you just think she won't, but she could, if that makes sense. How about this? It's not probable, but it's possible.
First, it's
not probable. You're saying it's not probable, but it's still possible. Like, it's possible, though.
I think that's where they termed the term turn the other cheek. It must have been a man getting boxed by his wife. He's like, rascal.
Man just said
to walk off. Man just said to walk off, brother.
I'd never put my hands on her, so you're gonna have to have that same respect for me.
No, of course.
No, of course.
But you're just not going to physically hit her back, so therefore, technically,
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's technically right. She can get away with physically slapping.
Carl's saying to the missus, you better be internet ready.
Yeah. Everything's getting smashed to pieces. I know that much. H says, slap is damn near close to spitting disrespect. No, facts.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, a spit is definitely the wildest thing.
Yeah, that's the absolute worst. That is absolute
worst.
Definitely spitting is bro. I'd rather you box me in my face. I'm being dead for
you see what you see when you were saying like, I want you slap me, and I was like, no, I don't actually know if I would respond violently because obviously, like, you're my boys. If one of you lot spat in my face, I don't even care what the scenario is.
But I don't. Yeah. Someone. I'll be honest. Someone spits on you, they're not even your friend in the first place.
Yeah. Because there's no scenario where there is a reason for that anyway. Like,
I've had full-blown arguments with strangers. Never once it crossed my mind to spit in someone's face.
Yeah, like, no, you know what? Because spitting is just like
it's the
worst. The best way to describe spitting is like, I'm trying to think of the word. It's like it's disgusting. Like, you know, like a punch or a slap is one thing, is disrespectful, but disgusting is different. Did you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's disgusting.
Because it's the disrespect, then there's the element of what have you even got?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because you can spread disease through that, and like, it's just everything about it is wild.
Could you imagine if a stranger spat? I'm not gonna. What would you do if a stranger, a woman, spat in your face?
You do realize, that by law, a spit is actually considered assault. So know it's self-defense if you hit someone after they spat at you. You know.
Yeah, the females in my family are gonna have to put some work in, man.
Yeah, can't.
Gonna have to put some work in.
Spitting is disgusting.
Yeah, you can't get worse than spitting in terms of
spitting is in my spitting in my it's very degrading. I think that's the best way to say it. It's degrading.
Degrading. It's one of the worst things you can do to someone.
That's what I'm saying. It's worse than a punch, bro. It's degrading. It's disgusting. That's what I'm saying.
And it's normally a phlegm.
Shout out to Minzy says, can peeps send prayers to my childhood friend who passed in a house fire? Minzy, so sorry.
Minzy's
So when I
condolences,
saw that, I had to start it.
Really
condolences,
yeah.
man. Condolences, man.
Yeah, indeed. Condolences.
Condolences, man.
So sorry to hear that happen.
There's a lot of people in our community that have been losing people recently, man. It's really sad, man.
Yeah, A_, he lost someone, a friend. Also, another person, someone alerted me. I believe it was the content creator. He's an Arsenal fan. He lost his granddad. On my days, Northside. Condolences to Northside. He lost his granddad as well. Yeah, there's a few people.
Uncle Rod's
yeah,
obviously.
Uncle Roz as well. Yep, there's a few. So, condolences to those people that have lost people. Yeah, 100.
So anytime you hear someone passed away from something other than old age, it just breaks your heart a little bit, man.
100, bro. 100.
Yeah.
Jamrock says these players can't play last year's tactics.
I get where he's coming from a little bit. I do get where
Sorry to stop you. Listen, Makuma, condolences to you as well, my bro.
Sorry, bro.
I had no idea. Obviously, he's probably just sharing this now, so condolences to you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
man.
All I can say is, bro, yeah, man, just
I respect it as well. And you know what? Maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I'm hoping that you just found a little relief here because Makuma's been strong in the chat for a very long time, so it might have been around the time. Yeah. So hopefully we did give you some form of like, out of reality just for an hour while you're watching the show or whatever. But yeah, big up Makuma, man.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that, man. I feel like all I hear about is death now, you know. I'm not even joking. Like it really just feels like, do you know what I mean? Like even after
a lot of people have lost loved ones.
Yeah,
recently.
but it just feels like everything just feels like death, man. It just feels like I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man.
Simba says, Cal, come outside. I want to show you something. Raw, just because I had the opinion to ask. Raw. Physical safe.
Bro, man was the Joe Pesci you know, bro. You know Casino? Wow.
Let me show you something.
Not Casino, say Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Let me show you something.
Big up Mike, that's in the building.
Big up Mike, you know.
Finna put a future on Kalash if Slot stays until the end of the season. Nice.
You know what? Anytime I watch a stream that Mike's in, his venom for this manager is unmatched.
I
actually don't think there's anybody
Mike
who's
can't
more angry at the
stand him, but I understand him. You know, there one's there.
Yeah, I genuinely don't think I've seen anyone more angry at him than Mike. I really don't think I have.
Big up Mike Das each and every time. Come on, my brother.
Yeah, if we keep Slot to the end of the season, it's gonna be horrific.
Yeah, Mike will crash out. I mean, he's already crashed out, but he'll fully crash out if he's still here. No one's there.
Salah Hairline says Carrick versus Stevie G. Who's the better interim manager? These two probably say Carrick.
No. You know, on this Gerrard thing, do you want to know what it is, Cal, that I think has got people doubting Gerrard just a little bit? I think it is the way things went at Aston Villa. If you actually look at the majority of Gerrard's career, Cal's actually got nothing wrong with saying that he thinks he'd be good enough. His first year at Villa was brilliant. Almost even helped Liverpool win the league. And then if you look at his time in Scotland, whether or not the Scottish League isn't that competitive, Rangers were not the dominant team. Celtic were.
Celtic
have made Rangers the dominant team for the 2.5 years he was there, or whatever it was. So nobody can actually take away that greatness from what Gerrard did. But I just think because the following season, they're in like 17th place or whatever when Emery had to take over. What people are really doing is they're judging Gerrard against what Emery's gone on to do with Villa, which I think is quite unfair because the scenario is different. Everything around it is different. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you got back.
Yeah, Emery got back with it. So like, I think it's a little bit unfair to judge Gerrard against what has gone on to happen at Aston Villa in that regard. But I think that's what a lot of people are holding against Gerrard. I do. Because if it was only when he left Rangers, you wouldn't be able to put him down. You wouldn't be able to put him down. And the thing is, here's the funny thing. People are saying it was just the Scottish League. Because Makuma's making a good point. Scottish League versus the Dutch League. I don't necessarily even know how big the disparity would be, but we got Slot from the Dutch League and everyone was kind of all right with that. But you've got to look at what Rangers did in Europe if you want to always just keep saying, Scotland. Do you know how well Gerrard did with Rangers in Europe?
No, I know.
He did extremely well with Rangers in Europe. He brought respect back to Rangers on the European stage. And you know another thing as well, from a biased point of view, I didn't even need him to do this to love him. But you see the way Gerrard rolled out after that racial abuse that his player got during that time.
Yeah.
That was a different level of riding out, you know. Like, he was going and seeking out journalists to talk. It weren't a thing like he just waited for them to come to him. He was on it. He was ready to let the players walk off the pitch. He was ready to do the boycott thing. Gerrard stood 10 toes down in that shit. And again, maybe it feels a little bit different because we don't normally get that much, you know, protection in the world. But that was extra love for me when Gerrard did that. I can't even lie to you. That was extra love for me. So we don't get protected very often in the media. And the fact that he rolled out so much, even that, you know what I mean? So he did a lot of good. He did a lot of good in his managerial career. We can't just only look at the fact that he just had that bad spell at Rangers, at Aston Villa. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? He's just this terrible person as a manager, but I don't know. We'll see.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
It's definitely Menace Mondays. It's definitely...
Don't say nothing. Don't say.
No, I'm not. I don't think he did because I think he was injured at the time.
I would have been peaking now. I swear.
Yeah, big up.
And another thing is, don't judge him in Saudi. Don't judge him in Saudi. He was at a club that had no money in Saudi.
No, to be fair,
even with the big clubs.
I've kind of said that though, because with the Saudi thing, El Ettifaq, I believe the team that he was at, didn't have the same financial backing as Neymar's and the other one. So El Ittihad and what was Neymar's one again? Neymar's team? Al Hilal. Didn't have the same financial backing. So yeah, Gerrard went to one of the teams that's not really cold, if that makes sense. So
and you know what? You can go and look at what happened. Even though Carrick did a decent job at Middlesbrough, it didn't end well. Nobody was like, you know, nobody's caring now after what he's just done in them 2 games at Man United. But before it, Man United fans are saying, Carrick, what? Because remember, a lot of them are doing revisionism now after these 2 games. They didn't want Carrick in charge. He's just gone and had 2 amazing games, and now all of a sudden they're buzzing. They didn't want Carrick.
No,
they didn't want Carrick. You know what I mean?
Remember, there was talk of Solskjaer coming back at one point. So.
They didn't want either of them, Matt. They didn't want either of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
true.
Big up, boys. Now I feel like we're brothers again, man. Full circle show. I like this. Shout out to Don123. It's been a minute, Don. Hope you're well, bro.
Big up, Don, man. Minute for real.
Yo, big up, man.
What did you guys study in uni, and do you use it for work? Who wants to go first on this?
I will. I did media arts and journalism. Do I use it for work? Not really, but I guess journalism did kind of maybe help prepare me for maybe being in front of a camera and being a bit more confident, because some of the stuff that I had to do, obviously I had to present and whatnot. So yeah, I'd say the journalism probably helps, because I wasn't very, you might not believe it, wasn't very confident back them times there. So it kind of helped me. Do you know what I mean? So that's me being real.
I did film studies and multimedia as my diploma and my degree. So my whole stint was about 6 or 7 years long in total. I didn't really enjoy uni, but I think that's because I didn't stay on campus. Looking back on it, if I'd have stayed on campus, I think I would have enjoyed it way, way more. Matt knows me and Matt went to the same uni. I think staying on campus would have definitely made the uni experience way more fun than it was. 100%, especially how far we had to travel as well. Do I use it now? Kind of. That's where I learned how to do all my editing skills, and I learned a lot about angles and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of does come in handy with this. Yeah, the job I got fresh out of uni, my graduate job, definitely helped because it was in media. So that definitely helped, yeah, for sure. And Matt's actually right. When it comes to the whole thing of like confidence or whatever, people don't want to believe this. I remember Cal was shocked when I even told him this. Like, I was very shy when I was younger, and I had to like snap out of it as a grown-up because I realized that you don't get anywhere in life with that. Like, life doesn't give a damn about you, so you've got to get over it. And one thing that really helped me in uni was every single time I had to do presentation at the end of a dissertation or at the end of any kind of coursework. In total through uni, I probably did about 20 presentations. So after a while, you start realizing there's nothing to be scared of. It'll be all right. But at the beginning, I remember that fear when you got to stand up in front. You remember the auditorium, man?
Bro?
And you've got like 150 people all layered up and they're all just looking down on you while you're doing your presentation. That shit is
I
frightening.
used to
can't
speak
even lie.
nervous.
Yeah. That shit's frightening. And because you're not even talking about someone else's work, so they can laugh at you because you're talking about your work. So if your work isn't good, you do make yourself look stupid. That pressure teaches you a lot of life lessons. It definitely teaches you a lot of life lessons. So the drift you see now, I do think uni has a lot to do with it. A lot to do with it. You know what I mean? One of my film studies coursework was actually the gallery. So I don't know if anybody knows, but the gallery is where live TV is. So you learn how to do literally go to commercial and all the stuff they do in the gallery.
Yeah.
And there was one piece of coursework where the actors weren't showing up. So some of the people in the group had to be actors. And I was one of the people that I was like, I'll do it because I could tell other people didn't want to. So I actually had to do a live action acting for what we were doing for our thingy. And I got judged on it as well by when you got the judges that sit there and judge you. So it's part of the, and I'm not going to lie, I was like, that was quite fun. Afterwards, I was shook at first. And then when it finished, I was like, wow, that was actually quite fun. So it was a lot of confidence building. So uni definitely helped me for sure in life, 100%.
That's it. I did business management and law as a combined degree. And then got some marketing and social media qualifications after that. How I studied in the 70s. There it is. There it is. In terms of using it for work, I have done in the past, but obviously doing this full time.
What you learn when you leave uni, though, guys, I don't know if you lot agree with this. A lot of the time, it's not even necessarily about the skills that you learn at uni, what impress people. What's happening? What's funny?
Imran, piece of pop. Imran's a madman, you know?
Oh.
I don't know why that got me still.
But yeah, just a little gem for the youngers if there's anyone young watching. I think what uni does for a lot of people, especially employers and stuff, I think it just shows you've got a level of dedication that you can see something through. So ignore these. I'm trying to give some life lessons here.
Stop chatting about me. Someone said I got my degree before the Big Bang, bro. What are we doing?
That's peak. Still, that's peak. But yeah, just understand that your degree doesn't even necessarily prove to anyone that you're good at what you studied. It proves that you can see something through, that you have dedication, that you can go right to the end, that you don't give up. That is kind of a lot of what a degree helps with a lot. Because I saw a statistic, I'm not even sure if it's still the same, but I remember it saying that something like 70% or more of people who graduate don't use their actual degree for what they do for work.
But one thing I will say though, Drift, to that point is I want people to understand. Back in my day, as I'm an unk, it was seen as you go to school, you go college, you go uni. In today, I would say you don't necessarily have to go to uni to be great at something. Even though uni has helped me and Carl and Drift in certain situations, I don't think uni defines you. I want people to understand that there's other ways that you can make yourself more discoverable. There's other ways you can show people
social
the
media
talent.
and internet has helped with that.
There's other ways they can show people your talent. So don't think, if I don't go uni, man ain't gonna. Because like you said, there's people that have gone uni, had the wickedest degree, but they haven't been able to even use their degree. So just want people to understand that you don't have to go to uni to make a name for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
big up Jenny, man, because Jenny realized how much I was struggling to keep that together there. You lot I was trying to give some deep speech and you lot are just crashing.
I literally, the show the other day, the chat spent, when I did the watch long or started the watch long, the chat spent the first 25 minutes roasted me. And now they're doing it again. Carl went to school with the Queen.
I don't know if you know about this one.
What is this?
Odin, Thor's dad.
Cal was on the moon when the first Apollo landed. What are we doing there? Cal went uni with Bill Shankly, was in nursery. And then invited.
Oh, Mr. Anderson's kind of just giving you the reason why he's grilling you, at least.
This is dark. Cal was best mates with Eddie Murphy. There he is. Oppenheimer.
No, Cal sat next to Rosa Parks is wild.
It's crazy.
That's wild. That's actually mad.
Cal's favorite player is Garincha. Cal started the original scam of affordable housing. This is what we're doing.
Wow, but I just like to let everyone know it's Cal bringing it up. Me and Matt aren't instigating this.
No, I just want to see. I just want to let the people. This is what the people were doing. Yeah, Cal was there when Martin Luther King wrote the speech. Wow, didn't even know no invention. Cal's just old. Nothing even quirky, man. Just
that's savage.
That's crazy.
Oh my, Cal is Little Sims without a wig.
Cal is who without a wig?
Little Sims.
Chat's getting dark, you know.
Cal had the dream first. All right, cool.
That's wild.
Cal went to school on a horse. Cal using feathers as a pen.
No, feathers is crazy. That's like Spartans and Hercules and them boy there, you know.
Oh no, Cal went to school on a horse. That took me out.
Cal appeared to Pastor Toby in a dream.
No, look up Monts. Big up Monts. Cal was the first. No. Wait. Where's Monts? Cal was the first black samurai. Darkness.
Cal is old as time itself. Cal went to school with Spike Lee. Cal can't have sugar after 6 p.m.
Man said you walked with sandals.
That's
and
wild.
ashy feet.
Cal was babysitting Morgan Freeman.
Ashy feet and sandals, you know. What year was body cream invented?
Them man that say you went primary school with Ip Man, you know Bruce Lee's teacher.
Cal studied with Christopher Columbus. Cal invented the wheel.
Nah, they got mad. I've seen one mad one.
Cal knew Loki was adopted even before Loki. Cal sent messages through pigeons. Cal was the first black man in the UK.
Oh, shit.
The uni was built around Cal, bruv.
Bruv, this one's gonna... Cal dated Mae Young in his teens. Mae Young. Dark. It's dark. It's dark.
Cal embalmed
Anyway,
Tutankhamun.
let's get back on track because this has gone left so badly.
Ridiculous. Cal said love letters in a boat. Okay, chat.
Did I see Cal went to school with Professor X?
Yep. Cal was one of the founding fathers of university. Cal used cotton before toilet tissues. Crazy. Cal was in Roots. Cool.
Cal had to proofread the 10 Commandments. That was months. Proofread is horrible.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's
Man
just
said I was in Roots. Said I was in Roots. It's crazy. First cousin is Abraham. All right, cool. All right, chap. Sweet. Know where I stand now. Jay says, I tell my students, you better KO me if you're swinging. I just walked into the classroom first day. Right, everyone? You're going to swing. Make sure you get the job
Jay,
done.
where do you teach at Gangster's Paradise, bro? What the fuck?
Raw. Don says, got my pilot certificates and currently working to get my flight instruction certificate so I can teach others to fly. Praise be to God.
Right,
Big
sick,
up.
Don. Big up. Sick, bro.
Jay says, you know, Cal was Oxford's first graduating class. Cool. S-Jot says, Cal might have been right with the Spillane interim shouts. He's doing very well with Juventus right now. Most fun they've been in ages. I never called for Spalletti as interim.
I was wondering if you did that. And when
I
you did that.
I never did that. Cal gave the apple to Eve. Cool.
That is correct. Do you know what someone else said as well?
Crazy.
They said then you knew about mutants before Apocalypse.
There it is. Moore says Cal was at Mansa Musa's financial advisors. Cool.
Shout out all my anime people. They're saying that Cal wrote the Stone Tablet. That's what they're saying. Apparently.
Someone just said that Cal's birth certificate says expired.
Someone said I founded Liverpool. This is all Hassam's fault.
Oh, man.
You'll Never Walk Alone says Suarez, Messi, Neymar versus Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, and R9.
What's this?
Perfect.
Suarez, Messi, Neymar versus Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, R9. Personally, Brazil front three was the best. Even though it's 2 years of international peak of football, can you think? I think the synchronology between Suarez, Messi, and Neymar.
It was better, but that's because they were able to play on a weekly basis, though.
Yeah, whereas the others didn't. Yeah, you're right. They weren't.
These got bucked up every couple months, and they bucked up every couple months and destroyed everyone.
But I'm gonna be honest. R9 and Dino cook everyone, and I'm moving that Rivaldo was like nothing. No, Rivaldo was cold, but R9 and
you're
Dino.
comparing them individually. R9 is ahead of Suarez, and Ronaldinho is ahead of Neymar. Messi is ahead of Rivaldo.
Yeah, so
I would probably say the best way to look at it would be it's the best front three ever assembled for an international team, and it's the best front three ever assembled for a club team. That's the best way that I would look at it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That Neymar was fake.
Neymar was.
And you know what? You know what's so amazing about Sadio, Bobby, and Mo is that they're not far behind in the list of front threes. So you've got those two that are at the top, and then after that, there's not many that like.
If we're talking club football, top three selected.
Yeah. Only conversation I'm hearing is Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema, and Tevez, Ronaldo, and Rooney. They're the only, and I still don't even think they're actually better. But
we had more synchronology. We have more synchronology than them, man.
I'm gonna say another
in my
opinion.
Go on.
That doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Anyhow, you say Lacazette,
and you're gonna say Aguero, Sterling, and Sane.
No.
I thought he was going to say Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe.
No. Sterling, Sturridge, and Suarez. Check their numbers.
No, it's mad, but Firmino, Mane, and Salah had the ultimate synchronology, bro.
No, I hear it, but go and check those numbers from those three players.
No, that front three was cold, though. That front three was cold.
It was.
Jay says Shakespeare copied Cal's homework. Cal was right beginning of Moses crossing the sea. You lot got any more?
The man that said you thought Civil War, you know.
I know someone just put in the beginning there was Cal and Eve. That is the oldest you could ever be made. So I think that's good night Vienna now.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Cal was going to say Garincha, Vava, and Pele. Cal wears sandals and no socks.
Man said you know where the Infinity Stones are.
Cal was the first Avenger. Cal was on a horse to school was the funniest, even if simple. Cow
Yeah, it
created
was.
dual
The roller
monsters.
horse to school was definitely the funniest one. Yeah, 100%.
Cow put up the first ever YouTube video.
But you
Cow
wouldn't
was-
even have had to been old to do that.
Cow wasn't born yesterday. Cow controls the weather. Cow chilled with God on the 7th day.
Oh no, that means that they're almost calling you one of the fallen angels at that point.
Man
Well,
said
then-
you DJ'd at Jesus' first birthday. So you was the only man that had electricity back then times there.
Cow left his beard in the 50s.
Man said you brought containers to the Last Supper.
Nah, that's wild.
That's mental. Containers.
Moore says Cow said, "Let there be light." Cow survived the Ice Age. Ram. Okay. Cow hid the Ark of the Covenant.
So
Them
are
man
we
is-
going to skip past the inventiveness of Cow brought containers to the Last Supper? Are we actually going to skip? Do you know how? No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. That is on point. That is actually on point. I'll rate it. Sorry, Cow. That one was good. I can't lie. That one was good.
God created
Them-
light, and Cow said, "Switch it off. I'll be up in a minute."
I just see one. Them man said that you gave Schofield the map in Prison Break.
Oh, fuck it.
It's dark. It's dark. Bellic and them, bro.
Say Cow's rocking the Jesus 8s. Okay.
There's some man who still wear those.
Cow was at the wheel for Columbus. Cow invented words.
Yeah, the apple juice at the Last Supper.
Cow saw the first shadow.
No,
Darth Callum
that
says
is
more
elite.
chance of Slot growing hair than winning games. I hear that. Cow's birth certificate was engraved in stone.
Man said you survived. Man said you survived the Titanic.
By the way, yeah, you see that
Okay,
last one about
Eternals.
Slot has got more chance of growing hair than winning games. Bald people still grow hair, you know. That's the
We
annoyance.
do. We do.
You just don't have a
Yeah.
full head of hair, but you still grow hair. My word. People are still being shady, you know.
No, they got married. Chat is elite though.
Cow's fave 3 is Smith, Morgan, and Miller. Cow invented the first Nokia brick phone. Cow helped build the arch. Or the ark.
No, the
sorry.
ark,
No,
bro.
Nah, I've just seen one that you can't even read. It's actually mental. It's mental.
Cow fought George Washington.
No, it's not even that one. I'm just glad you haven't read it.
Oh, yeah, I can't read that one.
You can't read that one, yeah.
No, definitely.
That's my grandparents' empty. That's not even a joke to you.
I missed it. I don't even know what you look.
Cow saw the fall of Babylon.
I'll put it in the private comments.
Cow might be Jesus. I'm definitely not Jesus. Definitely not. Cow's younger was Abraham. Cow had apple juice at the Last Supper. Cow created Time Stone. Cow's op was Dumbledore back in the day.
I've never seen any of those, so I don't even know.
Check the private chat, James. Yeah, that's the one. That's the only one that I would say I'm not reading. I'm not reading.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that.
Cow survived the Titanic.
Oh, okay.
Cow
No, I
was-
think someone said something similar to that earlier on, though. Remember?
Cow was the first.
We didn't read it though. We didn't read it. We didn't read it.
Mm.
Cow hit at apple at Cow threw the apple that hit Newton. Cow was part of the Odyssey. Cow's older than this joke.
Man said we're on a date with Cleopatra. Flipping heck.
Wow, that's wild.
Cow was part of Bill Shankly's backroom staff. Cow led the Spartacus army. Cow handed bread and apple juice to the disciples.
That's mental.
Old School Tunes one says, forget footy for a sec. 4-man tag team. Iron Warriors, Legion of Doom, and Bret Hart versus your three of choice. Oh, that must be Ultimate Warrior, Legion of Doom, and Bret Hart
versus your three of choice.
Four of choice. Stone Cold, Undertaker.
Well, Bret Hart would be in my three.
Bret Hart's on that team.
So we can't use Bret Hart.
Yeah. Stone Cold, Undertaker,
and The Rock. I'm choosing The Rock. No, I'm going Stone Cold.
It's definitely Stone Cold and The Rock. 100%.
Stone Cold, The Rock, and Kurt Angle. I know Undertaker. I said no, but I can't.
Undertaker.
No. Do you know what? Stone Cold, The Rock, and Macho Man.
Nah.
No, man can't talk to me about Randy Savage, bro. But
Undertaker's Randy Savage was sick though. Don't get twisted.
Yeah, Randy Savage was that's yeah. Randy Savage, The Rock, and Stone Cold, 100%.
Cow survived the meteors that took out the dinosaurs.
Why would H send us stray like that? That's so disrespectful. Why would H say that for no reason?
LB says, what came first, the chicken, the egg, or cow?
Hey, that was uncalled for. Why am I getting a stray, bro?
Cow knows who shot Tupac.
H, that is mad, you know. I feel more hurt than Cow.
Oh no, there's still more here.
No, but Cow, mine was a super though. And H meant it.
Casey says, Cow, you do look the oldest, to be fair, patchy beard. Okay. Straight to
Mine's
the point.
worse.
Let's try not to make these too personal, though, guys.
Mr. T said, Cal waited for Matt and Drift to grow up to start Kopish.
No, what is this about me?
That's wild on so many levels. That is so wild on so many levels.
Crazy. Like,
Cal was at the first supper.
It's getting mad personal. Like.
He says, if you see Matt headbutt a bus, worry about the bus.
Why would you say that, bro? This is
Cal painted Mona Lisa. Mary was Cal's first ex.
Remember this happened to me one time, remember? When people started I can't remember what show it was, but remember when everyone started crashing out on me?
It was a Monday show as well. It was a Monday show.
But can you remember what it was regarding though?
I think it was about you being angry, I think.
No, it wasn't.
What was it? Can you remember?
Yeah. I think you made up something in your head and then ran with it for a little bit. Like,
I can't remember, but the chat proper crashed out on me. I can't remember.
You mentioned something as fact, but we were like, no, that's definitely not how it happened. And then
I can't remember, but the chat weren't having it, bro.
No, yeah, that's what it was. Remember, everyone was acting like your memory had gone wrong. I think that was it. Yeah. Everyone was saying, "Oh, Matt, don't forget tomorrow isn't today." And all that.
It wasn't that they started cussing. No, John, John, it wasn't. It's when I got annoyed about something and people thought I was getting mad. Do you remember?
I thought it had something to do with you getting mad as well.
It was that one, but I wasn't really mad.
What happened
obviously,
that time when everyone was like, when you got something wrong, and then everyone was like,
yeah, that's when I made a mistake in a preview. But I said the wrong name, and then everyone started making jokes talking about. I still think, I don't know.
You still think it's yesterday and all that kind
of
stuff.
Ian St. John's playing now and things like that. Yeah.
Dark Callum Cow reminds me of Sterling K. Brown. I don't even know who that is.
No. Sterling K. Brown is a really accomplished actor. That's not even a diss.
Oh.
I'll show you. You know, Sterling. He's from
See, like yamming down the wings. See,
KT and Ever Walk Alone says, Cal said, "Yeah, man, to the big band."
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Don't try and switch up the thing now. Don't chat. Don't you dare.
Cal founded the Mali Empire, founded the Premier League, or Barclays. Cal fought the Vikings. Shout out to Jamrock says, Drifty, did you talk about the lack of intensity?
In what regard?
Just I'm talking about probably just slotting it.
Yeah, I think I did, yeah. If that's a legit question, then yeah, I'm sure I did.
This chat is relentless, you know.
Cal, this is Sterling. That actually wasn't a diss at all. He's like a bad boy actor, Sterling.
Cal told Liverpool to sign Stevie Highway.
You must know Sterling K.
Yeah, I
Brown.
know.
They're trying to.
Yeah. That one wasn't actually bad. There was nothing wrong with that one.
In Optimus Prime's voice, before time began, there was Cal.
Before time began, there was cow.
Looking for the Allspark.
I said the cube boy. It's crazy. See that they're switching on me now. All right, let's end the show, bro. They're trying to. I know what they're trying to do, bro. I can't be bothered. It doesn't make no freaking sense. Can't you not just cook cow for the rest of the night? Why have I got you? Lot have cooked me for one whole show, you know.
Cal.
You haven't cooked drift yet, to be fair. You haven't cooked drift yet.
Cal Attenborough.
Matt.
But they haven't.
Totally
But they haven't cooked you yet. They've cooked me and Cal. They haven't
Totally
cooked you there, you know.
Totally.
See, like they're doing it now. Cal, end the show, man. I'm not doing this again.
Casey says after that Cal win chat, Cal kind of deserves it.
I think that might be why they're going ham on you, because you said Arsenal should win the league. I think
they did this at the beginning of the watch long on Saturday.
Yeah, bro.
Cal donated the first ever football shirt created to OK Jersey. This is what I'm saying. Cal was making podcasts when Shankly arrived. Cal knows where the Holy Grail is.
I thought, you know what?
Cal was bootlegging alcohol with Al Capone. Cal architected the pyramids.
I big up the chat, man, each and every time.
Yeah, no, big up the
chat. Are elite though, you know.
Yeah,
elite.
No, chat's elite. Yeah, big up
They're
the
elite,
chat,
bro.
Yeah,
if we ever have, you know one thing I said about this chat, yeah, Liverpool is so down in the dumps, but somehow, yeah, this chat was.
They will pick on someone and make it back. They've always got our back.
They got yours, not mine and Cal's, bro.
They might have your back.
I'm just saying.
They're stabbing us in our backs, bro.
Stabbing us, bro. Chat,
well, I'll speak on behalf of myself then. Chat, big up your damn selves every time, man.
Remember, that's just... You see, hold on. You see Drift? That's the same guy that robbed the old lady, you know. I'm just letting you lot know.
Bro.
That's the
same
guy that robbed
the
old lady.
To create a rumor on the internet, bro. Don't say shit.
Bro, when someone says, and you just said, oh, what you got for me, fam?
Cal still chats to the Aztecs.
That's madness.
Cal domesticated velociraptors.
Nah, Imran said your first pet was a dinosaur. I thought that was quite funny.
Hey, don't you dare! I see something. Don't you dare! If you turn to me, chat, just don't.
Cal was there in the beginning of time itself. God says, "Let there be light." Cal replied, "Yeah, but
this
can we?"
Cal's episode, not mine. You've done my episode already. You lot have done my episode already. Is Drift? To be fair, Drift. Not obviously. This is Cal's episode. The next one is Drift's. You lot have already attacked me. And I crashed out. You got to attack
Drift. This is the second time in 48 hours that they've crashed out.
It's always me,
do you know
bro.
what, chat? Look, he's supposed to be my friend. How crazy is that?
Someone said
you get away with murder.
On the
you get away with murder, bro.
On the watch long, someone said Cal's beard looks like he dropped a lollipop on the carpet.
Nah, that's diabolical.
Yeah, on that
Imran says Drifty got gold-plated socks. Hey, chat. Chat. You gotta get Drift, bro. You can't just be me and Cal all the time, bro.
Matt, we're supposed to be boys. What's wrong with you? Why are you actually?
No, but in this war, no. In this war, everyone needs a battle with the chat to see if you're battle ready.
The Bible.
Are you internet ready?
I've battled with the chat before.
Drift, you're not internet ready, you know.
This isn't a battle. This is a beatdown.
You crashed out when we signed a TK.
Yeah, I've battled with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I've had my fair share running. I've had my fair share running.
He's overpriced. I don't get it. We might as well have kept Nunes for that price.
That is not what I said. Now he's making stuff up. You see, this is Menace Monday, you know. Matt is on our mad thing. Matt is
Just
on
said
a
we should
mad-
keep Nunes rather than Son Ekitike. Tell me I'm lying, chat.
Jay said, Matt said, let there be fried chicken. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's go.
This
Thank you, Ram. Matt just out here just lying on me, just blatantly lying on me, trying
I'm
to get
not
me in
lying.
trouble. Mad
in
thing.
the space of
I'm
40
just
hours, you guys
Jarrett
have-
reminded me.
my age. I'm not
Hold on,
even
Jarrett.
old.
Wait, Drift. Wait a second. Jarrett said, Team Kopish, that's a fat Drifty. You said Alanga was better for the. That's
Was
not
better
me.
than who?
I'm just saying, that's not me.
Alanga was better than who?
I don't know. XTK maybe? I don't know.
I never said that.
Jamrock, are you ready to? Are you calling Jamrock a liar, Drift?
I hope you didn't say that, Drew.
Look, you can call it what you want. I definitely didn't say Alanga's better than Ekitike. There's no world where I've ever said anything remotely like that. But you lot already know that.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
You know what the irony is of looking back at me being annoyed because I thought it meant we wouldn't get Isak? The irony of Isak being out for pretty much the whole season now is just so laughable. We ended up getting him and it didn't even benefit us in any way.
Jamrock said, Drift said Alanga and Pedro are better than Ekitike.
No. No. I may have said I would prefer to sign Pedro than Ekitike. I'll stand on that business, but I've never said Alanga is better than Ekitike. I've never ever said that. That's never even been a conversation.
That means you're calling Jamrock a liar. Jamrock is calling you a liar, bro.
That's never even been a
Saying that you're
conversation.
fabricating.
Drift, did you say that, bro?
Did you say
No,
that?
the Pedro stuff. The Pedro stuff. I don't remember saying it, but I'll own that because I like Pedro. So I most probably did say that.
Jamrock said, Drifty, on God, you did.
I don't know if Jamrock's religious.
Oh, right. See,
How dare you?
Jamrock, now he's questioning your beliefs. I'm not going to have that still. He's questioning your
If
beliefs.
someone's
bro.
gonna make stuff up about me, it is what it is. Bro.
You're saying Jamrock's fabricating?
we've never even had a conversation about Alanga. When have we ever spoke about Alanga? I'll own the Pedro stuff, even though I don't remember saying it, because I might have. I like Pedro. So.
Darth Callum says, Cal so old, he was the one who suggested splitting from Everton in 1892. Cal so ancient, he remembers when the ball was made of pigskin.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's madness.
Cal helped dig the foundations for Anfield. Drift found gender equality so that is so that it's fair in grocery stores.
I'm never telling you lot any more stories ever again. I swear now. I'm not telling you lot. No one had any empathy for the fact that I finished a 12-hour shift. I had a bad back. No one gave a shit about none of that.
There's an old woman, Drift, bro.
She wasn't old.
You did have empathy for her, bro.
She wasn't old. She was
So you robbed her?
extremely young and able.
So you robbed her. 50 Cent, how to rob. Excuse me, can you help me get something off the top?
Shut up, I'm running.
Fam, are you dumb? I'll punch up now. You ask me dumb
In fact,
things.
you know, run me that instead. But you asked me to get stuff down from the shop. Man, just did
Hey,
12
let me
hours,
get
fam.
that. Hey, run me some change, fam. Run me some
Man.
change. Run me some.
Oh man.
Nah, we're
That
great in the
was
show.
call me the criminal, you know, but you know the terminology. It seems like
We're
you've
great in
been
the
the one
show.
who's been jacking people,
Someone
bro.
called you
I'm just
Drifty
giving. I'm just
Jane,
giving
bro.
the story drift. I'm just giving the story. I'm trying to make sure the story is correct.
I know Matt was out here taking lunch money, you know, in school days. I
Ah,
know he
don't,
was,
Drift, don't
100%.
do that. Don't 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 do that.
I was eating Chinese on other people's dollar, 100%.
No. All right. I'll wait there. If we're gonna wait.
100%.
There is this notion that I am the foodie. I do like food. That is correct. But what you're saying is false. You robbed an old lady. You have to live with that.
Okay. In broad
Shalom,
daylight,
Dustin.
in the middle of the shopping center, yeah.
Jamrock
I
said,
just
I'm
robbed
watching
this
the
old
stream
lady.
now. You
Brother, it was a pandemic. Everyone was mad.
It wasn't a pandemic then.
Are you sure?
Jamrock's watching the stream drift.
Excuse me.
Drifty gave her the shopping list and said, hurry.
Diabolical.
People, we're going to sign off here. Going to be redirected over to Big Six Bants. People, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you check out OK Jersey. Enough love to you people. Stay safe, stay blessed. We Kopish around.
Love
Big
you
up,
guys,
chat,
man. You guys are the best.
Big
Love
up.
people.
I don't love you. I don't love
No,
you.
I love the people. Them.
I do.
I want to
But get on to Drift next stream. Me and Carl have had enough.
Listen,
Yeah.
with friends like Matt, who needs enemies, eh?
Yeah, you're right. Get Drift next. I've had enough.
Are you fed up of spending over £100 just for a football jersey? Well, so am I. So why not check out okjersey.com? Right, people, you can pay £15. That's right, £15 and grab yourself a Liverpool jersey. 15, not 50, 15. All you have to do to get a further 8% off as well is use the promo code Kopish, Kopish, people. Check out OK Jersey right now. And look, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Ladies, if you want to get in your man's good books, some football shirts is a good way of doing that. Gents, maybe you even want to get your wifey one. Check out okjersey.com. Check it out now.
Come